your life.
Hi everyone, I'm Brandon aka Ashenworks, and welcome to the final event of our first Huntsman's Hydra Subathon. We are doing a playtest of Guilds and Gold, a D&D inspired Forged in the Dark hack that I'm working on. Which, if you join our Patreon or Kofi, you get all the design details as they come into fruition. Now, that's enough about me. I need to finish stuffing my face, so I'm going to throw it to Jamie, who can then throw it to the rest of the people. So, Jamie, who are you?
Hi, everyone. I'm Jamie Wolf. I am an artist and a TTRPG streamer, and occasionally I play things like Pokemon with the guy who's stuffing his face. You can usually find me here on the channel where I am the GM for Fire in the Dark, the Blades in the Dark campaign, which season 2 with two of the other lovely individuals who are actually here in this game are characters and players. And let's go ahead. Since we started in a weird position on the overlay, we're just gonna throw it over to Haley because that's next in the circle.
Hi, I'm Haley, better known as Bunny or Killer Bunny. I'm around on the internet and kind of a little bit of everywhere, a little bit of nowhere, all at once. You can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram at xkillerbunnyx, or here on Twitch. I stream on occasion, kind of casually, at xkillerbunnyx13. So I'm around. Come say hi.
Parker.
Hi, my name is Parker, and I make weird sound effects. My pronouns are she, they. I am also in the Fire in the Dark cast. I play Asher the Rogue, and I stream fairly regularly on Twitch. I don't know. The Pixie Parker is where you can find me on most social media platforms, except for the ones I like to keep hidden. But I mostly stream dating sims. So if you want to see me just be really just thirsty on main constantly, come hang out. It's a great time. Or I guess just spend time with me, because that's also pretty much how I am as a human being. That's the majority of what I've got here. I got nothing.
All right. Death Wish. Sorry, Cole.
Oh,
That's
yep,
the same thing.
Yeah.
They're the same picture.
You, the
That's
haunted
accurate.
one.
Hello, 'tis I, Cole. My pronouns are he, him, they, them, and I also am in Fire in the Dark. I'm also in Denari's Half Dozen, and I am one half of the co-hosts for Inside the Table, tabletop RPG talk show, where we just released a episode talking about 17 different, basically alternatives to the Dragon game.
Now we have 18.
Now we have 18. And check out the shows here. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, co-host, Tumblr at Ice Cold Brew. I was about to say Inside the Table. Follow that too. And let's throw it over to Manar.
Yeah.
Oh, what about Brandon?
Brandon is eating.
Brandon's in the middle.
No, go to
Brandon.
you, and then it comes
No,
back
no,
to
no.
me.
I insist.
Brandon introduced himself
Manar.
at the very beginning and threw it to
Yeah.
Jamie.
Yeah. So Manar, start talking.
Can Brad do it again? No. All right.
I
Hello,
will,
my name
as soon
is.
as you go.
Okay. No, you go. Okay. My name is Minar. You can follow me on Twitter at Minar_Lenahan, and my pronouns are he, him. I am a podcast host, co-host, producer. I am a writer for tabletop RPGs. I am spinning a lot of plates, and I'm having fun doing it, mostly. It's exhausting sometimes. And now I'm on a stream as a weird person. Yes. That is I. Greetings.
Go play his games. He's got cool games. Check
Oh,
out
yeah,
Apocalypse
yeah.
Road
Cool
Trip
games.
and
Apocalypse
Contra
Road
Must
Trip.
Die.
Apparently
Contra must
50%
die.
off on itch.io.com.
I won a copy of Goncharov Must Die.
Oh, well done!
In this giveaway, and then I immediately gave it to a friend of mine who loves Goncharov as like the concept and has been a part of it since like the very beginning before it became really big and people knew more about it.
That's great. You get to have a really depressing time in Naples. I'm so happy for them.
I know, right?
Can we shift the show to just talk about Goncharov?
No.
Oh! What if I
I'm
just
not-
change my name to Goncharov and I'm just
I'm
Robert
not
De Niro
here
and
to
everything
talk
else
about-
is the same?
I'm not here to talk about the inherent homoerotic metaphor that is Katya. We're not
Yeah.
doing that today.
Not today.
Of everyone. Anyway.
I realize I didn't ask anyone to say who or what they're playing, but maybe that's Brandon's role here.
Yeah.
You're not in charge here. Brandon's supposed to be.
My name is
Used to GM,
Goncharov.
You fucks.
You're used to controlling this chaos.
Also, like, I'm y'all's producer, and I'm used to just letting it run wild. So, like, this is a normal Sunday for me.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh, it's supposed to be in church. Fuck.
That's why. Look, you're in your.
That's why I'm
dressed up
wearing
for
the
your
suit.
first-
You're in your
your-
Sunday
Yeah.
best.
For
It's
your first
fine.
communion.
Yeah.
I've done
I
my hair
mean-
nice.
Look at you go.
Where we find ourselves, there are a couple churches that you could visit. So,
Fuck yeah.
We'll introduce people's characters in just a moment, but once again, I'm Brandon, aka Ashworks. I'm co-founder and lead producer here on Huntsman's Hydra, and today we are playing a game of my own design, though it is based very heavily in Blades in the Dark and inspired by the Dragon game. So play this instead of the Dragon game.
Dragon Age.
When it's ready. No, play Dragon Age and then also play this.
You have no
Oh,
idea how
sorry.
excited I am for Dragon Age 4.
Don't even
Uh,
get me started. I could
Okay,
derail
no,
this entire
no,
stream
no,
on that one.
no. We've already had a whole derailed stream called Fire in the Dishonored. We're here now. Anyways,
That wasn't derailed. That was me
That
ranting
was
about
not
Dishonored.
that.
for
That was me asking really
It
dumb
was
questions.
supposed
That
to
was
be about
derailed.
Dragon
That was
Age.
so tame.
But I should have made it about Dragon Age, and I can and still could. So hear me out. Dreadwolf, let's go. Anyway.
Here I am once
All right.
again.
I'm doing the teacher thing where I'm just going to shut up until everyone stops talking.
Mhm.
Yeah, we know.
It doesn't
That won't
work.
happen. This
No
group
progress
won't-
will
There's,
be
there's
made.
too much ADHD here. You can't do that.
Anyways, we are in a familiar city for those who have been with Huntsman's Hydra since the beginning. We are in the capital of Kindaria, known as Dawnmount, the city of decadence and prosperity. We find ourselves in the lowest part of the city, known as the Rafts. These stacked buildings and towers of people and goods all throughout the large market area. And we zoom in on Featherfall Heights, a towering tavern where adventurers and rat catchers alike make their home while visiting Dawnmount. And we sit upon a table of 5 individuals. And we'll start go the opposite of, or at least attempt the opposite. Cole, who is your character? And what do
So-
they look like?
Yeah. So I am playing the playbook called the Brute, and the Brute is essentially supposed to be like the equivalent of Blades in the Dark Cutter, your fighter, your tank. This is a person who has like very closely shaved, like black hair, with like specks of gray, peppered and beard, full beard, a little bit scrappy, flecks of like salt in there as well. Wearing very thick leathers, thick clothes, dressed very warmly, because he originally came from the Frost Ridge of the Southern Wall. And he's very pale skinned. He has a buckler on one side and a large axe, and he is called Ash Forested or Reach because of his long-standing frame, where he has been known to basically reach around other people to grab at someone and pull them back.
Right. And Parker, who is Tink?
Yeah, Tank. So I guess sitting at the table, you see this short, on the short side, golden skinned tiefling, black horns going back, blonde hair just kind of cropped short as though it probably got cut by accident. It does not look like it was intentionally meant to be short in certain places. And wearing just kind of this black jumpsuit, goggles all around their neck, and there's wires that are like seem to be coming from their skin or attached to their skin or something like that. They seem to have done something with themselves. You don't really know. These golden eyes just kind of like look at everything as they're sitting back, feet up on whatever table we're at, playing with some little mechanical device that may or may not have a knife in its hand, and just as it goes, alright, yeah, no, so my name is Tink. Pretty much. You make murder bots, it's fine. I knew at some point was like Tinker Rats, but I didn't quite like that, and so therefore I just go by Tink.
All right. And then Haley, who is north?
I had to quickly change the overlay because I lifted up from Basin. But North is sort of a younger, average build. A little dirty, kind of like she looks like she's been outside quite a bit. Well-worn clothes that you can tell she's kind of mended and patched up over the years. Added a bit of embroidery to some places. They look kind of like ancient runes. Some more like floral in design, or maybe the occasional mountain range or sunset type colors. And very much long, kind of kind of a little messy hair, but braided with beads and different sort of outside whimsical vibes. And she is just kind of sitting and playing with a few pretty rocks she found outside. And her name is Willow. I believe I named her Willow Frisk. But she likes to go by North because she is trying to find her true North.
Right. And then Jamie, who is Watch?
Yes, Watch, the pseudonym for Aegis Leopold. Aegis is human to the left a little bit, is I guess the best way to put it. Their eyes are, one's heterochromia, one gold, one silver. They have white hair that there's a side shave that's been cut into it. They're dressed pretty much how I'm dressed, kind of the complete opposite of the dirty jumpsuit tiefling-esque figure and the kind of dirty other individual. I guess are you pale-skinned, humanoid? Like
Pretty humanoid, yeah.
Yeah, pretty humanoid. Is very clean, very well put together. There is a black trench coat that has been thrown over the back of the chair. Despite, I am also the Arcanist, aka I'm your mage, wizard, warlock kind of individual. Your magic caster, blaster, go faster. Except I don't fight. But and I'm missing something, and I've forgotten what it is, but that's totally fine. Oh, right. Currently sitting at the table, despite all the cleanliness, is actually probably leaning over, looking at what Tank is working on, actually, and like probably having input on the subject of the clocks and clockworks, because his day job is clock. He works at a clock shop. His hobby.
Watch.
Yeah. His day job is he works at a clock shop as a clock repairman. His hobby is he's a detective. So he's on the watch. And then yeah, there's other reasons he's named Watch too, but that's the point.
All right. And then last but certainly not least, Minar, who is Cleave Danger.
Okay, so at the end of the table, you see a very tall elf who is hairless and looks kind of like a hot dobby. Around his neck, he has a jaw of some kind of animal, perhaps a dire wolf or some kind of thing. And I'm Solus from Dragon Age. That is my character. No, I am playing Cleave Danger, who is a kind of a short individual with yellow eyes, pale green skin, tidy nails, and a cheap worn but nice suit, much like this one. I'm probably like having a drink. I'm sort of drinking some kind of, I'm thinking like a whiskey. I don't like really whiskey in real life, but I'm sort of like sitting there and drinking that. And I am the naturalist, the equivalent of a druid. And the pitch here is that I've never left the city. And so I'm a street witch. I was taught by a street witch, much like a Granny Rags or something. And I am talented in all kind of nature that is found in a city, which isn't that much. It actually is a lot, because people.
There is a lot.
There is a lot.
Yeah.
It's just a different kind.
Yeah.
All right.
Usually the
So-
hardiest, most adaptable things.
Yeah.
So, Guilds in Gold follows the 3-stage formula that we see in a lot of Forged in the Dark games, with the first step being prepare. Now, for my cast, they don't actually know what they're doing yet.
Nope, not at all.
Which is where we're
Has
going
never
to...
stopped me before.
It has never stopped Cole in anything that Cole
Never.
does in life.
Gods.
But you've actually been a group together for quite some time and have been running errands for one of the local thieves guilds known as the Gray Pouches. Their leader, Becca, is a black market smuggler and owns quite a few establishments here in the Rafts. Recently, there have been murders, arson, and illicit goods spread throughout the Rafts by another thieves guild known as the Hag's Hand. And Becca has hired you lot to take care of them. And at this point, you've found the Hag's Hand's base of operations, where the majority of their work is actually making bootleg health potions. And as you came to find out from your last mission, are diluted troll's blood.
Is that healing? Is that a thing that actually heals?
Troll's blood has regenerate. I was gonna
No,
say,
you got
yes,
it.
I am the arcanist. I'm the
Yeah.
knowledgeable one here. Troll's blood has regenerative
I play
properties.
D&D.
For the trolls, most of the time is the thing. They do have certain healing properties. In fact, they often end up being a component in making healing adjacent things, spells, amulets, and the like, if for bigger magics and the like, and that kind of a thing. However, just pure watered down troll's blood, I don't know if that's healthy, actually. I don't know what kind of effect that's having on people. It might be improving your own regenerative properties. It might just be kind of fucking up all of your internal biology a little bit.
We
It's
used
not
it
really
as a prank.
All right.
It's
Follow-up
not really
question.
a good replacement for oil either in anything mechanical. So like, I
Blood
don't
is not a
actually
good
know.
replacement for oil.
No.
It typically gives people the runs.
And you would know this how?
We used it as a prank in my childhood.
That
All right,
feels like
follow-up
a very
question.
mean prank.
Yeah.
I have a follow-up question for that one, but you start.
All right. What is in a health potion?
What is in a health potion is an excellent question because the answer is it depends. Culturally and historically, different cultures and the likes have used different ingredients for different health potions based on what is around them. Some health potions are more medicinally based in roots and herbs and various things. Some potions are more based in just pure magic, the pure power of the arcanum put to purpose for that has been purposed for healing itself. And some, in the case of underground civilizations, use mushrooms and ores with magic in them as inherent properties in order to make them. So what makes a health potion is in and of itself such a broad question with no answer, but they are ultimately potions that have been made to put to a certain purpose, not defined by their ingredients. So theoretically, a troll's blood potion, if it is doing a healing potion and healing properties, could be a health potion. That said, it's one of these untested things that I don't have context for.
It's probably not good to drain trolls of blood as well. I think that's also
Well,
a
feel like
combination of things. Trolls probably have some feeling about that.
You're
Trolls
probably pissed off.
definitely have some
Yeah.
feelings about that. Now, if it is
Like
ethically
humans
acquired,
and vampires. They're like,
However-
oh, it's so terrible. But it is a health potion by your definition.
It is. But it kind of is, actually, yes. But for another thing to think about with trolls is that if it's ethically acquired troll's blood and this works, that's not actually a bad idea because trolls have inherent regenerative properties. They regenerate entire body parts very quickly. So they can regenerate loads of blood, supposing they're eating enough. So if a troll was willingly donating their blood and this worked,
So like a
GM,
lizard?
can I research a troll by asking them if they're okay with having their blood drained?
So
Ethically.
the one you rescued from your last mission was not
Yeah,
ethical
Trevor.
in the slightest. Yeah, Trevor was very upset and was very happy to be freed.
That's fair.
I
What?
said
We just
ethically.
talked
I
about
said
this.
Ethically, I didn't say
Literally just.
I said that there's an ethical context to this if it is willingly given in the same way as like an organ donor. By the way, trolls would make very interesting organ donors since they can just regenerate them.
Trevor, what
But,
do you think about this?
Trevor's not here.
Trevor's right here.
Trevor,
Hey, Trevor.
No,
Oh.
Trevor is
home.
sleeping, I think, because honestly,
Because of the
there's
blood
five-
loss.
Shit.
There's
Trevor,
5
wake up.
people at this table. Trevor is not one of those 5 people.
Okay.
The large and short of it is that a troll, if it is a willing, healthy subject to these kinds of processes, could
Mhm.
be, useful. However, trolls tend to be, one, somewhat grumpy and curmudgeonly. Two,
Is the blood strained?
they well, even without the blood drain, they're just a little bit on the grumpier side of things. Two,
I'm grumpy when my blood strained.
I mean, people are inherently selfish, and most people don't like to have their blood sucked out of their body. So I don't know how many people would volunteer for this, especially since it's going to make you feel a bit woozy for a while, even if it's a shorter period of time. And three, based on our experiences with Trevor, it doesn't seem like it's happening ethically. So
yeah.
Never know. Somebody could really be into that, so you really shouldn't judge people without.
I'm not talking about your kinks, Tink.
Listen. Listen.
Tink, are you a troll?
No, I'm not. Do I look like a fucking troll to you?
I'll be honest. It's very hard to tell.
I
Just
feel-
in general.
I feel like I should be. Okay, you know what? And I just
There's nothing wrong with
lined
trolls.
up-
I just don't know what they look like compared
Oh, no,
to other
so-
things. I'm asking. I'm learning. I'm trying to be
Tink
broad-minded.
has wound up this weird little mechanical toy, the one with the stabby, and has just
Yeah.
sent it across the table towards Cleve.
Is that a troll?
Dorks, would you like to come
That's-
look at this wall with me?
that's a
for like
stabby bot.
5 minutes.
Now, I to be fair, no, Tink does not look like a troll. A troll
you.
doll, maybe, but
Pardon?
not a troll.
What do you fucking mean by troll doll?
I think we should go outside now. We should go
I'm
outside.
standing on a chair and I'm like, oh, it's very good. I like
you.
it. I'll just
Definitely.
stay up here for a little bit.
I was just sitting back watching all this chaos and kind of chuckling.
I feel very
The
personally attacked
the
right
barkeep the barkeep kind of looks at your table and goes, the toy's very cute. No blood on the table, please.
How about off the table?
The floor is fine, just not the table.
Perfect. I can arrange for that.
What is your policy on blood on chairs? I assume they get used in bar fights a lot, so.
I mean, yes, just not table. Table harder to clean.
That's fair, and also people have to eat on it. So
Exactly.
I step onto a table.
Feet fine, though. Take off your shoes, man. What the fuck?
Honestly, that's just rude.
All right, I sit at the table and I take off my shoes and stand on it barefoot.
Thank you.
Is that
Thank
what are
you.
you talking about? All right,
At
Your
least
continue.
shoes were in the sewer. I can smell them from here.
I got bad news about my feet, friend.
I want to, while Cleve has taken off his shoes and is standing on the table, I'm just very casually, just gonna snap my fingers and light his shoes on fire.
Go ahead
See,
and
that's
roll
why I
cast
Damn, this
for
feels
me.
like D&D.
See that?
Roll cast for me. You're
roll
gonna
cast.
do it. I want to know how well you do it.
All right, so it's Blaze in the Dark rules where it's 1 to 3 is a failure, 4 to 5 is a mitigated success, and a 6 is a success, right?
Normal success. Yeah.
Normal
Also, my shoes are
That is
magic. so
double
this is
sixes.
desperate.
That is a critical success because I have
It's
2
desperate
Okay.
though.
So
I don't know if that does anything.
Was it risky
So-
standard or was it
Desperate, limited.
no? You
My
shut up.
shoes.
no, it was risky standard. So
Yeah.
risky great now, right?
It's risky. Wait, yeah, great. The effect goes up by 1. Risky, great.
So
I don't think my shoes are
Okay.
that difficult to
I
burn.
would-
I feel
I
like
was-
they
that's
cover
Why
I
it's a
would-
critical success?
Well, they could
Well,
have been so
actually-
wet.
this is a great moment to bring up that one character here is aligned with the god of elements.
Please let it be me.
No.
No. So so
Haley.
north.
Oh, please, Haley. I mean, North.
So north. You're just vibing. You're listening to the conversation, and you hear this snap, and you feel a signal move across your brain as Primordius moves through you, and you hear in the cascade of almost like a thunderstorm, a chuckle as these boots don't light on fire. They just turn to ash. There is a brief spark, they glow orange, and then they dissolve.
Like shoes do.
Well, like shoes that have been on fire very quickly, very hot do. Cleve, you look back where your shoes were and find two distinct piles of ashes.
Yes.
Well, that was great. Love that. That was fantastic. I'm getting chased by a troll on the floor. I got no shoes, and I'm standing on a table barefoot. Honestly, this impacts you more than it impacts me. I'm still walking all over your damn table.
Still not a
No,
troll.
he's
that
calling
thing.
that thing. He's calling it murder bot, a troll.
It wasn't clarified,
He's
so
not
I'm
a troll
assuming.
either.
No.
It's got a
no,
knife.
Do all
But
trolls have
I know a
knives?
butcher troll once.
I've known a human butcher too.
as you can see, though, I've turned your because they smelled terrible. I've turned your boots into my ashen works.
No, nobody tell Watch that the rest of me smells kind of bad too. Anyway,
I'm aware.
let's be quiet.
But
Also,
it's frowned
if you
upon
burn
for me to.
me, I smell even worse. So tell them that too. Anyway, are we doing a mission or something, or are we just gonna burn my clothing?
I mean,
I'm
it's
not
the
burning
worst
any more of
idea.
your clothing. I don't want to see any of
Good.
the rest of that.
Thank you.
Scoop up my little murder bot, just kind of like watching as I go back to fixing her.
But yes, I believe we were hired to do something about the people who are taking the trolls, actually.
Blood.
Well, I assume they kidnapped the trolls for the blood as well.
I imagine
Perhaps.
it's
Not
not
wrong.
easy to just draw blood on sight unless you actually cut
No,
something.
they're ambushing them in alleys, hitting them with a syringe, taking the blood, and running.
And the other option is they're probably like killing them. If I'm being
That's
totally
just-
honest with you.
It's
Which
not
I
as-
don't believe is ethical by usual standards.
I
It is
But then
not.
you get into
Like,
rigor
At least
mortis,
where I'm
and
from.
You're on a time crunch.
It's
And
the
also,
old
it's not
drive and
renewable.
dry.
It's not as renewable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
cut up a
it's
bottle
a
of function.
possibility.
How are you supposed to get more blood?
Reach,
Get
are you
more
okay?
trolls.
You seem confused.
I'm just thinking it's the old drive and dry.
What does that mean?
Drive.
You run by them, you drive them with blood, you keep driving
Oh.
away.
Right.
Oh,
okay.
all right. Well, I guess that's technically
That's
correct.
it isn't that easy, surely.
No, well, if you're a vampire, I think it is. But like,
How?
It really depends on the tools you
It's
have
really.
available.
I imagine it's hard. Anyway,
Ugh.
I'm getting tracked up. What's our mission? Let's try and accomplish our mission. Becca's paying us by the hour.
no.
I'm
you're
assuming.
paying us by
I don't do
hour.
the finances. I'm just kind of making guesses.
No, I do the finances because.
Well, we can't waste any moments. We do this
If-
job, presumably.
Probably. Honestly.
Reach is with me, right, Reach?
They're just having some problems over there, I
Every
think.
day I
Reach,
spend.
this is just like a drive and drive, you know?
Every day I spend with you, I question not just full timing it at the watch shop.
Well, you
Come on,
still have
this
your
is not
shoes.
fun.
Anyway,
Oh no, you're fine, Tink and North. You two are great. Reach is, the strong silent type.
Reach is
so
the
he
trouble.
does.
Sure.
But he's not that silent. But it's just Cleve, really.
Right,
Right.
well, if we take this job, who knows what could happen to Cleveland? Anyway, so let's get on to what we're supposed to be doing. I don't know. Just like
Yeah.
that.
So,
bartender, tell us your knowledge.
no. So you have discussed the location and found that it is a church to Ivana, the Redeeming Heart, that has been converted into a base for the Hag's Hand. Basically, up top is the fake out of like a church that's operating normally. Down below is where the diluted health potion shenanigans are occurring. The way the prepare phase works is each of you can take time to gather information, perform a setup action, go get items of interest. I know for this playtest we don't exactly have inventory, but anything that you feel like you wouldn't normally have on your person may be something you might want to go acquire, that sort of thing. You can also go talk to Becca, go try your hand at one of the various shops in the gray market area, whatever suits your fancy.
I'd like to go talk to Magical Trevor.
Who's
The
Trevor?
troll
Yes.
Trevor?
Troll
Okay.
Trevor, sorry.
He actually, you know what? He
Could
could
be
be
magical.
Magical Trevor. That could be his
Sorry,
name
my-
now.
It was a very weird song that now is stuck in my head, but anyways. No, we're gonna go to the Troll Trevor.
I mean, he's a troll.
Okay.
He's inherently magical.
So
Everyone
we'll.
loves Magical Trevor. It's fine.
All right,
Um,
so Tink's going to Trevor. Anyone else have ideas, or we'll just
I
go
might-
to Trevor?
I might
Um,
survey the former church and see who like goes and buys things, like who's their clientele.
But it's still a church on top,
I
is
was
the
gonna
thing.
say,
They're
it's
running
still
a
an
front
active
church. It's a
Hmm.
front church, and then they have it underneath.
Yeah, I'll just go
Huh.
there and like see who's buying and selling. I mean, I know who's selling it, but who's like buying troll blood? Like
So
what
you,
kind of people?
so
are
you
there?
are going to church. You're all dressed for.
Look at you go.
Well, now he's
I
missing
wasn't
his
lying.
shoes.
It's Sunday. I gotta go.
um,
To my good lord, Ivana the Burning Heart.
um,
The Lord and Savior. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
burned your shoes, burned your heart. It's fine. Just, I guess, maybe stay alive.
Don't burn my heart.
I actually think I want to get a little more information on the group. Did you say they're the Hag's Hand?
Yeah, the Hag's Hand.
So I'm going to try to find some more information on the Hag's Hand, I think. And
All right.
out of all of the people I currently know who would probably be the most useful of that, I think I just have to go talk to my mother.
Sure.
My mother, who is the Fae
Leader of the
who
Hag's
raised
Hand.
me and runs a
Yep.
pocket watch shop.
Yep.
So
Sounds good.
because I put as my dangerous friends, the one friend, the other friend I have is an unbound elemental, and I don't think that's going to be super useful here. So
All right. Reach north. Anything you would like to do?
If anybody wants to come with me, I forget that I'm actually not playing somebody who's really good at talking to people. So,
Am I good at
Oh,
looking at things?
no.
I don't think I'm good at looking at things, so that's fun.
I
Alright.
probably should have done that instead, let's be real. I forgot who I was playing.
That's okay.
Jesus.
I do have some curiosity. North is also curious about the church.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she might tag along with Cleve.
Hell yeah.
Sounds good.
Thank
And
you,
then
the church.
Reach.
I want to. I imagine we need to break down a door. I want to get something that's good and big for breaking down doors. I'm gonna go talk to my friend, the Crown Gray's Songs. Big beefy guy.
Yep.
Has some kind of door break.
Sure. So
Apparently we're breaking
going
down a
to-
door now. Great.
We're gonna
If
start
necessary.
we're gonna start with Trevor. So
Hell yeah.
Trevor
Magic Trevor.
is back at his house, for which you got the information from Becca. So you knock and find a human and a half size tall troll named Trevor in his Sunday comfies instead of his Sunday best. He is wearing a nice wool shirt and some pants, and he has a mug of something hot. But
It's a good look for a Sunday.
Mhm.
yes, he opens the door and goes, "Oh, you're Tink?
Hi.
Was it?
Yeah,
Come in, come in, come in. Tea,
you.
coffee?
tea would be delightful.
Perfect. I already have a pot. And we'll
Kind
hand
of tea
you.
is it?
Well, this one is, and he picks up the box and puts his mug down, puts his glasses on. This one is Golden Dove, so it's like a spring tea.
Chamomile.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's like a chamomile.
Well, thank you.
I
Golden
don't know.
dove.
I got it from the alchemist down the road. She says it's good for like blood flow.
That's good, considering what happened to you. You kind of
Exactly.
been through it. Yeah, no, that makes sense. And she'll
Golden
just
dove.
like sit down and like with the cup of tea and just. So I wanted to actually ask you about that because we're gonna go try to figure out what like we had to stop this. But like,
Mhm.
how did they get you? Because like obviously you
Oh.
didn't like willingly go and give your blood to them because like
Oh,
obviously this
absolutely.
is
No,
traumatic and
absolutely
shit.
not. So I went to the church, the
Mhm.
one that I told you and Becca about. And I went there seeking as spiritual guidance. Long story short, my sister's a bitch. That's all you really need to know.
Okay, so you're
Um,
trying to get so like instead of a therapist, you went to the church.
Well, you know, we're in the rafts. There's only like 2 therapists, and they're kind of they're booked.
Wait list is so
unfortunate.
long.
You
The
really
wait
need
list
to,
is like 6 months.
Oh god, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
So
you
I went to the
which-
church. They suggested I went to some kind of like midnight mass thing.
Mhm.
And next thing I know, I'm bound in a chair and they're taking my blood.
That's horrific. Did you get like
think-
drugged or something?
I
Or,
think
like,
so.
Did you drink something? Looks at the tea.
Oh no, I bought this today. Don't worry
Okay.
about that. No, I don't know if it was drugs or like magical sleep. Something along those kind.
Right.
It did seem like some sort of, you know, I'm a troll. I'm magical by nature, but I'm not like a foof kind of magic.
Yeah.
What? What does that mean?
Woof. Woof.
You
I
know,
don't you
foof.
woof.
Foof! Oh,
Yeah, no, I saw
sorry.
the foof magic
I didn't hear
earlier.
you the
It
first
happened to
time.
somebody-
Now it's perfectly clear.
I know. I saw the foof magic earlier. I saw it happen to somebody's shoes. It was a very entertaining time.
Yeah, see?
Woof.
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 But anyways, it seemed like the chanting had some sort of oopla to it, you know?
Right. Okay. So magical bullshit.
bullshit.
Got
Yes.
Perfect. Love that. Except for that was awful for you. I'm so sorry again. Okay. So like avoid going. Okay. So apparently the moral of the story is don't go to church.
Don't go to some creepy rundown church that says, "Hey, come back at midnight for this special ceremony."
Okay. And
The
avoid
whole
midnight
thing was
ceremonies.
weird, but you know, they were very charismatic. So
Okay.
like they know how to convince people to come back, I guess, is what I'm
So-
saying.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So what we need to be on the lookout for is any trolls who are going through traumatic times and therefore need a therapist but can't get in due to the long wait list.
So it
Am I
seems
understanding
like
that correctly?
so yes and no. It seems like you know, there's not a whole lot of trolls in the raft, so I'm not exactly sure how they're getting the amount of trolls blood that they are.
Oh, okay. So you
But
may have just
they
been like
were
an
all-
opportunity.
Exactly. They also had like, you know, business people coming in. They had
Yeah, who else was at this midnight mass shit?
well,
Like
let's
the
see. There
sketchy
was
party that you decided to go to at midnight. That's a terrible time for therapy.
okay. It wasn't actually midnight, but they kept calling it that. I don't know. Something about
You need better marketing.
they really do. Maybe a playwright will pick it up and do something with vampires or something. I think that'd be more appropriate. But anyways, there were some individuals that business folk seem to be down on the luck. Gamblers, alcoholics, you know, the usual.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
me, there was this odd woman. She was crafty like you.
Okay.
But what do they call them? They're like dream people. They're from like a country over. They are really in tune with the astral plane where dreams go, and they have like spirits that talk to them. I don't remember, something like that. She was there. She seemed to be very concerned, which I mean, in all rights and purposes, she should have been. She was there.
Can I have a flashback to also be there? Because I like gambling, and I'm like, I know Trevor, and I presumably helped in whatever this investigation was. Can I just be at this thing? I don't have to know anything specific, but can he also just describe me being there?
At the midnight mass thing?
Also, yeah, Cleve was there.
The fuck?
Yeah.
What do you mean Cleve was there?
Hey everybody, check out my nice new shoes. I'm so proud of them.
The bald elf one that's with you.
I'm not
right?
actually bald. That was me describing Solus from Dragon Age. Sorry.
You know, I heard you say Solus, and then I still remembered you being bald, so that's on you.
I have this hair.
Okay, you
Messy
have that hair. You are an elf, though, right? Are you an elf?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm like Goodfellow,
skin,
so I might be a
yellow eyes.
fairy or a goblin or something.
I'm
from the big city.
A good fellow is you're a fae of some.
I'm related to Robin in some way, but it's kind of Robin got all over the place.
Puckish.
Yeah.
Puckish.
Don't call me that. It's a swear word.
Yeah.
Good to know. I know what the enemies are gonna call you later.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, Cleve was there. The
fuck was Cleve doing there? I know exactly.
I don't know.
I know.
Gambling addiction.
Yeah, do you know what? Okay, it's fine. How did you get out? Like, so they took you, drugged you, took your blood, then
they put us to sleep. And then I ended up in a chair in the place where you found me. And I had like the IV thing. And yeah, they were sucking blood, turning it into little bottles.
And now I'm really sketched out by Cleve because what the fuck was he doing there and he didn't get his blood drained?
Unless he did. I don't know.
That would explain a lot if he did though, because like he's been acting a little more than usual. So like, I don't know.
All right.
But okay. Anything else you remember? Yeah.
Oh, you. I think you already saw this, but they have like dogs, but they're not dogs. They're like they're fae dogs. They have one giant eye.
Oh, those fuckers. Yes.
Yeah. Don't let them catch you. The one time I managed to get out of that room, that thing found me, and then I was just on the floor.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay. Good to know.
Yep.
Thank you. The tea's been delightful.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's from Green Twig. Lena Green Twig. She's down the road.
I'll give her a visit later.
All right. So now we're gonna go to the Fae. Let's go to the shop.
It's just the shop is called Twice a Day is the name of the clock shop. Much like a stopped clock, it's right.
Yep. Twice a day. All right.
Yeah, it's just a giant shop full of clocks.
Perfect. So, Watch, you're going into your lovely mother's watch shop.
Mother, I'm home.
Oh, I thought you were out today.
I am. Today is one of my off days for work, but I am here because you actually might know some information that could be useful.
Go on.
So, mother dearest, you ever so knowledgeable that you are.
You know, you don't have to suck up to me. You can just talk.
It's force of habit at this point. But so when it comes to say trolls and the like, we know about the properties of their existence, their regenerative powers. Do you know if their blood is a viable reagent for magical health potions?
Well, I mean, they are regenerative, maybe in like...
Right.
they could keep you from actively dying.
I
is
guess
my best guess.
what I'm
Yes.
asking is, do they if you had just a bottle that was literally just troll's blood and water, like mixed down, so you get some watered down troll's
No.
blood, would that?
No, that would actually. So, like, you know, when you do a blood transfusion, you have to make sure it's the right blood type.
Yes.
So, if you give someone who's not compatible with troll's blood, what normally happens is what happens to trolls who have overly reactive genetics, if you will.
Effectively cancer.
Effectively, except not in the like very debilitating sort of sense, more in the they suddenly have 4 arms and 2 heads.
Mhm.
I see.
They're not traditionally debilitating, I should say.
So if a person was just scarfing down watered down troll's blood like it was a health potion, there's
They probably have 3 legs, and not in the funny way, a tail, and 4 arms.
This sounds cool as hell. Give me some of this potion.
and are they
They won't be
these-
in any places that are useful, but they'll have extra limbs.
are they like these extra limbs? Are they functional, vestigial, like a
Well, it's
5-legged
like-
horse?
Well, it would be like if you were to say. It would be as if you grew a new limb overnight, so now you're learning to use this new limb, and depending, like if it's a leg on your shoulder, that's not very useful.
Probably not. But like
So-
it's still ostensibly like it's wired into the nerves. It works properly.
It builds in. Like it just extends out and builds its own
Shoulder
network.
kicker.
Yeah,
Uh,
if
the leg
yeah, if we're
that's
using
gonna
the
be-
leg.
You got a shoulder leg that is now going to kick anyone who gets too close to you.
Or like
Alright.
the hand that comes out of your stomach, like that
Mhm.
weird Mind Flayer movie we watched where,
mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, it like it got infected and then it emerged.
yes, like that.
Yeah, right there, and then it killed everyone. Except for the one person who said it was a danger all along.
Yes, the smart one.
Right. Anyway, yes, there was a great movie that we watched. We should have another movie night sometime soon, brother.
Wait, movies exist? Hold on.
Motion silvergraphs.
Better.
They're only at like 10 FPS or something. So like, not a lot of detail.
Okay, that's good to know. The second question then, what do you know about what was the name of the god of the church that they had again?
Ivana.
Ivana the Burning Heart.
Redeeming Heart.
The
Where do you
Redeeming
have
Heart.
burning?
I've still got burning on the phrase. There's some bad boots went up in flames earlier.
Okay.
Truly a terrible fashion statement. It's better for everyone that they're gone.
Good to know. Ivana the Redeeming Heart is a goddess of forgiveness and redeeming, obviously. It's where people usually go to atone for sins. Not that those really exist, other than
They're constructed, yes, I know, and very few.
or just fashion sins, those exist.
Well, that's why we burn the boots.
Yeah, exactly. See, I taught you well. But yeah, no, very straightforward. Not a major deity in these parts. I know there was a church, but that cleric left 5 or
Okay.
so years ago. She went. She was an adventuring type. She went off with a wizard and a barbarian and a few other folks. Oh, I don't remember their names.
So joined the adventuring party,
Mhm.
the usual lot, but that was the church, the only cleric of that church. Okay.
Yeah, no, she had some like assistants, but they moved off to the major church, the Cathedral of Amora, which is up the hill. You know, the one that the city's more founded around.
Yeah, I understand. So query then, question,
Yes.
thoughts. Wait, why am I talking in hypotheticals? You're my mother. So that church is currently being used still operationally as a front currently to move troll's blood potions that people have been unfortunately drinking. Is the thing. Now, you said Ivana is a minor deity, correct?
Well, in this particular city, like she's part of the greater pantheon and has like.
So she's probably theoretically not too happy about a church of hers being used functionally as a criminal front.
Not. Absolutely not.
Great, that makes sense. Are you? No, most of your connections are with the Fae. You probably don't have a lot of connections with the gods.
I mean, I know a cleric.
I mean, I know a cleric adjacent individual too. She's a bit on the wilder side of things, but like, in the like, she's, I think, was it Primordius was who she?
Yes, the elemental. Yes.
Yeah. I think she's something. So she deals more with like the wild elements more than anything. So as a devout individual, she comes less o'clock as your usual holier. She doesn't come across as your usual holier than thou. She's a little bit more fire be upon thee, lightning shall fall from the sky, storms and winds shall blow, and the crops shall be raised to grow again kind of individual.
Yeah, I mean, Primordius is the deity adjacent to the one that connects, say, the material plane from the Feywild. That would be Nexus.
Yes.
Wait, is this what she says, or is this you saying it out of character?
This is
my
this mother.
Is her. Yeah.
She knows D&D? You said
Well,
D&D equivalent, didn't you?
Deity. I thought it was deity.
Yeah.
Oh,
Deity.
okay, sorry.
I don't worry. I
was
misheard
like,
as well originally, and then I realized.
Sorry, it's the accent on top of saying that. But no, the deity who is the equivalent between, because Primordius is the connection between the material plane and the elemental planes. That's not so much the positive and negatives, or like the heavens and hells as they
It's
were.
the positive to the negative, and the negative to the positive.
And then you start the stagecoach, because we definitely have electric stagecoaches in.
We have clockworks, obviously.
We have clockwork, but we don't need electrical current for that. It's usually just for the lights.
Magnetic. Right. Excellent. You would probably like North, now that I think about it, Mother.
Haven't you brought North by?
Oh, yeah, yes.
That's the long-haired, like, about your height.
Yeah, right. I've probably brought all of them by at some point, except for Cleve.
Yeah.
But no, this is.
I don't blame you there. His father's a bit of a mess.
That's self-valid. Which reminds me, do we still have any of those, do we have any extra leftover scraps and bits for Tink from the back of the clock
shop? Aisle 13, section B, drawer 15.
All right, yes,
Just give her the whole shelf. I don't really care.
I just take the drawer, dump it into a bag, and like tie the bag up. Yeah, I mean, she made a robot thing recently that chased Cleve around with a knife. It was very funny, but regardless, thank you.
Can I get one that's on like a dial? Like goes in a
circle with a knife?
Yeah. It'd be cute.
Well, actually, interesting thing about that, we instead of
be like on a track, it could be chasing something. It'd be adorable.
We could, and then we could put it in one of the cuckoo clocks, actually, and have it like when the hour strikes, it does the.
Or if we're, I do have the occasional person that wants the extraplanar clocks, and then it's 3-dimensional, so having something that's in a globe would be perfect.
That is true. Trying to tell time in multiple planes is a nightmare. I still don't understand entirely why you went into the clock business as an extraplanar being.
Because obviously I make a bunch of money from the mage college up the road, honey.
You are a centuries-old fae. What do you need money for?
To build more clocks.
I love you. All right. I thank you for your insights, Mother. I will bring North and Tink and Reach and yes, perhaps even Cleave by soon.
Huh. All right. Bye, dear. Tell Tink there's some not so safe ingredients in that bag.
I think that she'll be more excited about those than the others. Thank you, Mother.
That's the point. All right. I am saving the church for last. So let's go with Cole / Reach, who's going to see Gray's Songs the Crown, a retired mercenary. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I also sent an image of what I imagine he looks like.
Perfect.
Zoom.
Okay, so you're actually gonna pass. You're going to pass watch on the way because what ends up happening is you both are going to a different district. So the Rafts is the lowest part, the lowest tier of the city. You're going to the middle tier, which is like the mercantile and then some of the major guilds areas. Crafting guild, mages guild, etc. So you probably bump into each other at some point and you see watch. You notice that the cadence in the step is wrong. Like, that looks a lot like watch, but they're not acting like watch. They're too perky, very like
Casual.
upbeat, casual, just kind of laughing about and like hands in the air looking around, and they see you looking at them. Say, "Oh, Reach, whatever's the matter."
Oh, you look like you got to burn another article of Cleve's clothing again.
What? I wouldn't do such a thing. Would I ever do that?
15 minutes ago, yes, you did.
Been far longer than 15 minutes. Well, here, come here.
I think I'm gonna keep
No,
6
just to
feet.
the side. No.
6 feet,
You
6
can
feet.
stay 6 feet, but like out of the middle of the road.
No. I need to go see my my friend. I need to go see my
Yes,
friend.
you're going to see Graves. Yes.
Oh, I have no good feelings about this. Can I perceive real quick? Can I
Yeah,
like
you can. Go
yeah,
ahead and
let's
roll.
perceive the one that like I can like really figure out something fishy is going on.
Perceive or investigate. Either one works.
Perceive is better.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
It's
got a
more
5.
like how you're doing it. You got a 5? Okay. So looking at this watch, the more you look at it, the more the details are wrong. Like, you saw Watch's
Shit,
outfit
yeah.
earlier today. The pocket's on the wrong side.
Count the teeth, count the fingers, count the teeth, count the fingers.
The
Yeah,
watch,
it's just
the
AI.
watch chain
Fuck.
is not connected to anything. It's just floating. Like, it's not attached to anything. It looks painted on. And actually, you notice the hair is a shade or two off.
My hair is white. How is there a shade off of
It's
white?
it's like darker. It's like
Green.
a gray.
You're a beige
You
now.
can get
It's
now.
it's
Yeah.
It's eggshell. It's eggshell.
It's
What?
eggshell.
Now,
It's eggshell
now-
kitchen white.
Oh,
Uh,
it looks like
It's the
a
it's the
Now-
color of the wall behind that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, there we
Cool.
go.
Yeah. The Texas apartment wall color.
The wall color behind like 4 of you.
Texas wall white. That is
I rent
oddly
my house.
specific.
Yeah, see? So Cole, second question for you, is Reach trying to do this stealthily? Are you being very blatant in the fact that you're like staring down this person, being like, you're not watch?
I think as soon as I like it's very blatant, and as soon as I like go, that's not the right shade of white. And
Oh, okay, hold on. I thought I would have more than 5 minutes.
I'm
Look,
about
your
to
f-
I'm
your
going to
friend is
break your
just in-
watch.
well, it's not real. It's a
No,
circle.
no, no, no.
that
I mean you. You are
Oh,
a fake watch. You are
You're gonna break the other watch, not your watch.
sorry. Watch's face is just easier to get up to Silver Row or whatever they fucking call it nowadays. And they wipe a hand over their
3.
face, and you see their outfit is still the same, other than the painted on details have now disappeared. And you see a blue-skinned individual, slicked black
It's an
hair.
avatar.
And he goes, and you actually do recognize this person. It is a not so friendly friend of Tink's, known as Beaverville.
Oh. You have 3 seconds to say what you want before I bash your head in.
Blow my cover in front of the Order of the Silver Doves, who's standing right over there. So how about just go about our day? I'm already past the city gate. I don't need to wear your friend's face anymore, and you can go about your business.
Out of curiosity, did Tink ever mention anything about what this person was doing, or like
Oh,
what I should
Beaverville
do?
is
Just like a general protocol.
Beaverville is 100% just a pain in the ass. His whole thing is he answers to no one, and he's everyone's boss. He wants power for power's sake, and he uses people's faces just to get in anywhere he pleases. And one of your previous employers, Loose String, who is a catfolk bard who runs a menagerie in the section you're about to go to, hates this man with a burning passion because he keeps stealing things from her.
I feel
does
like I
Loose
would have told
String-
you. I feel like I would have told you to punch him on sight. I'm
Oh,
aware
cool.
that the friends
Definitely hands-on sights kind of person.
It's the grab him and throw him to the guards. At the guards, to the guards, in the guards.
In
it's
the
all up to
guard's
you.
direction.
So
Would Loose
Please and
String
thank you.
appreciate it more if I brought this person over?
Just by the scruff of the neck.
I mean, probably.
Cool. Oh, right. Well, yes. I just remembered. Actually, I need your help with something. And I'm going to grab them by the scruff of the neck
Ah,
and keep it very tight. Like, basically, like you would pick up a cat by the scruff and lift them like an extra 6 inches off the ground.
meow.
It's an avatar. I keep telling you.
Yeah, it's an avatar. Yeah. All right, come on. Let's go. I need your help with a very interesting project, and it'd really be nice if you would stay quiet. And I'm going to walk over Loose String.
All right, so you head up the road, basically dragging Beaverville with you, and enter the Glass Menagerie, a magical zoo, basically, with every type of creature or artwork revolving around those creatures, and you head straight to String's office on the 2nd floor. And she's there, leather armor, and essentially just sipping on a drink as you bring in Beaverville, and she goes, "Oh, Reach, you brought me a present."
One second, and I'm going to pull out the manacle and chain. I guess I have manacles and chains.
Oh, just
for-
put him in the chair.
Oh, perfect.
And as you do, strings wrap around Beaverbell, holding him in place.
Unfortunately, they are loose.
No,
Unfortunately.
these aren't.
Yeah.
They're very tight. So, well, what do you want for him?
I'm about to do a job. May or may not be in like a really cultish place. You got anything to either? You got anything to brighten the
Okay.
place up suddenly and abrasively?
Yes, are we talking like the cult of Hadar, like the hungry ones? Or are we talking like the blood cults? Like what are we talking
The-
here?
They're fucking around with troll blood. I kind of wasn't paying attention.
Hag's Hand? Does that ring the
Yes,
bell?
yes.
Okay. Well, in that case, you're gonna want, and she like flips open a drawer on her desk, reaches, so normal desk drawer, about like a hand deep or something, reaches her whole arm in there, and pulls out an orb, and tosses it to you. It's about the size of your hand. Though actually you're probably a little bigger than String, so maybe
Just
like
palm it.
less. Yeah, just palm. All right, light the place up. It's dais, like when you're looking at one of those old clocks, a dais,
Yeah,
that
it
kind of
is.
thing. And then shield your own eyes, blind everyone else is Nova.
Golva? Or Nova? Golva.
Nova.
Nova.
No,
There's
the
like a
G is
little-
silent. It's GNOVA. But it's Nova. But yeah, to describe Loose String, as Mariah's putting in chat right now, she's small, skinny, patchy hair, and the other key detail is she actually is split down the middle. I believe it's black fur on one side, white on the other, and heterochromia. Though I forget the colors of the eyes.
A lot of heterochromia in this city.
Great.
It's something in the water, probably.
My eyes are supposed to naturally both
Roll
be.
blood.
Well, no, my eyes are supposed to naturally both be silver, but I have a fae for a mother who marked me. So,
What is he?
I was just simply happy marked. I don't know.
I mean, also, the thing with Loose String is, and she would talk about this ironically very loosely, but she did a lot of planar travel, so that's part of why she looks different than some depictions of her show, because there's one that she's a pure white catfolk, and then some point later on she gets the black half. Or it might be vice versa. Mariah can correct me in chat. But yeah, she says leave Beaverbell to her. Go about your day.
Hey, easiest reward for a quest I've ever gotten. What the fuck?
It is one-time use.
There's the catch. Thank you.
Yeah, it specifically waits until you're walking away and won't ask any more questions. All right. So Cole, where does Grays operate?
I imagine he's just like a like we got all the different guilds and such. I imagine there's like a contractor, like a guild for caravan runners and like merchants to go to hire out caravan guards.
Yep,
And
that
that's
would
where I
be-
imagine to be.
Yep, there is a there's one that specifically runs boats in and out of the Sea of Gold, which is basically like a small or a giant lake, small ocean, situation that surrounds two different continents. So yeah, you head in. He's in his office. Easy as can be.
Mhm. Hey,
Reach. What you got for me today?
hey, we're about to break into the Hag's Hands, whole fucking
Okay.
business.
Okay, sure.
I feel like they might have some very sturdy doors. Do you have that like really nice big thing? Comes out as a
Oh,
blade,
the ram?
but yeah, the ram, but like it has like the blade detachment to it, and then it has like a big fuck off rock.
Oh, frog.
You like
I
click
just
it
have
in,
a-
twist it,
No.
and then you can swing that.
What if he just says no? Don't know what you're talking about, mate. Get out of here.
Mate, I have a battering ram that's about, like, I don't know what the fuck you're describing.
Oh,
Talking like are you talking like a sword that's also a hammer? Is that what you're trying to say?
yeah, there are these hunters like 6 months ago that wandered through all wearing black for some reason.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah, no, they came through. They had those, it's a style of weapon. It's called a trick weapon. No, I don't have any trick weapons.
all right, fine, I'll just take the ram.
All right, and you get the battering ram, which has a ram goat skull on the front, made of wood or rock, whatever. And yeah, it's a two-handed weapons specifically made to take down structures.
I was
Yes.
trying to figure out if you were trying to choose a Bloodborne reference trick weapon or the switchblade from Monster Hunter, or the switch axe or whatever. Yeah.
Me or Cole?
I just
Cole,
thought it was
not
a
you.
rock.
Cole.
I thought it was a rock with a
fucking
sword in it.
hammer.
I'm like, that's a good idea.
My next Bloodborne run is going to be a strength build with the Kirk hammer. 'Cause I love the fucking ridiculousness of sword in the stone. I'm tired of the sword. I want the stone now.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. All right, moving on.
All right, you have the battering ram.
I have the
Do
battery.
with that what you will. And now we go to the church, where North and Cleve are surveying.
I've
how are
brought
y'all
some
approaching
sushi.
this? Okay.
We've taken a leisurely stroll. I've gotten some sushi and we're just like having some lunch. I imagine I pass over North some sushi and then we're sort of like eating it. And that's my first step. I'm not sure where we go from here,
Okay.
but
I think survey might be what we're going for.
Sure.
Potentially.
So there's a couple ways you can go about this. If you're just looking at who's going in and out of the place, that might be perceive. If you're trying to look for ways in and out or like secrets, that might be investigate. If you want to track someone specific, that will probably be survival.
I mean, I'm sort of approaching this from the angle that I want to see who's buying troll blood and that kind of thing, and who's actually coming
Okay.
into there, just to get an idea
And-
of like what the situation is. But
Okay. That sounds like perceive or investigate to me. So whatever works.
I don't have any points to investigate.
I
I-
have a point in perceive if I can
Great.
help in any way.
We're already
You
equal standing. Who
forgot
wants
to
to
bring
take the
actual
stress?
detective with you.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I like
You hate me though.
I
That's
don't
bad.
hate you. I
Yeah,
just
you
find
do.
you
Burn
somewhat
my
tiring.
shoes.
That doesn't mean I hate you. It means we have an antagonistically friendly relationship.
It's
Um,
antagonistic. You just burnt my shoes for no reason. Anyway,
I know it's because they
Um,
smelled terrible
And you willingly took off your shoes.
because I was
in
told
a
to.
public place.
did.
Anyway,
You were not
That's
told.
on
You were told
you.
not to stand on the table with your shoes. You were not told to take your shoes
anyway,
off.
I would like to do some kind of investigation. This could be an assist. We could do this sort of thing. My description of this is just I'm sitting there eating sushi and just watching people. If North has a cool way of doing this, please take the lead.
North might have a cool way of doing it, or probably not. She just kind of exists.
Okay.
North is used to walking around places and kind of wandering, likes to find kind of the nooks and crannies to explore, which could lead to finding a secret door or kind of metaphorical or literal back alley.
All right.
That's really
Sure.
easy. Maybe I'll just do my silly thing first, and then you could probably like do the actual good work of like
Yeah, North will
surveying
have
this
some.
location.
North will have some.
I'll
lunch.
just yeah.
She left Cleve to buy sushi and
Sure.
then
Okay.
ate some of it what was offered to her, and then she's just like, okay, I'll have a look around.
All right.
Love this.
So if it's perceive with assistance, would that be
Yeah.
two dice?
Add another die.
Alright, we'll see how well
I'm
the
doing lookout.
I will do my best to look out. 4.
4. All right. Finish my joke in chat.
Perfect.
But
Wait. What's the
Let's
joke
see.
in chat?
Cleve is the new person we can't leave to their own devices, and my response was, "No
I'm
wonder
fine.
these two."
I haven't done anything. I'm great.
See, my
Everyone's
comment
being
was,
so
"No
mean to
wonder
Cleve,
these
and I
two
don't
have a
like it."
show together." Hey, everyone, go check out Inside the Table. It's very good. I was
Yeah.
a guest. We talked about Blades in
Yeah.
the Dark for
You're a great
2
guest.
hours.
It was lovely.
We had some
So-
great guests. We had Ostrandria Beamsaber on there at one point too.
See?
Yeah.
The
There
fact
you
of the matter
go.
is, well, I know there's another chaotic figure here. I know I can chill. Unless
I'm just
I
eating
know
sushi. Literally, I'm just asking questions. I haven't started a fight with an avatar. That's not something I've done.
You've almost started a fight
When?
with Tink.
Yeah, you almost started a
Tink
fight with
attacked
me.
me with a troll. Anyway,
So, anyways, you two
I'm
are
wonderful.
spend your afternoon munching on snacks and
Mhm.
watching this church, and it takes quite a while, honestly, before you see anything exciting. I think at this point, Cleve might have dozed off for about half an hour.
I'm active. I'm alert. Like
Yeah,
I might
no,
not be
you're
seeing
awake.
anything, but
You're
I'm
awake
alert.
by the time things happen, but like it's one of those
Hell
like
yeah.
you just kind of, oh, okay. Didn't even realize you were asleep, and then you see 2 individuals. One is in like what North could tell you is very standard church garb, not in any sense related to Ivana. Just like, you know, they got cleric robes from the shop next door kind of deal. Talking with someone else, and then you see a package of 6 vials get handed over.
North will just like smack
Oh really?
Cleve.
So like they're the only people who are buying here. Like it not like
they're
there's
the
probably
only
like people moving in
today.
town. Okay.
The only people today. There was one purchase of 6 vials.
Okay.
I am just picturing someone, a drug dealer in a cleric's robes, going in nomine Patre Filii Spiritum Sanctum, boom, and whacking him with a book.
And
That's the hoopla.
yes, thwomp, you know, so the magic with the thwomp. But yeah, they hand them over, and then the priest figure goes back into the church and kind of stands at the door as some older woman comes up asking, I think directions. She seems just like, you know, talking for the sake of talking, and at some point the priest is like, "Oh yeah, you want to go over there?" and makes eye contact with the 2 of you. Yeah, right over there, and then he kind of quickly puts his hood up and heads back in.
Do we get a good look at his face?
I'm eating sushi. Like I'm not suspicious. I'm good.
Yeah, but y'all have been there all day.
I have like
That's
several
what I'm
plates of
hanging
like
out by a
open sushi
church.
just lying on the floor, all these like chopsticks just there.
Well, it's like sushi and all kinds of other snacks, I'm sure.
Whatever snacks
Um,
Cleve has found.
I
But
like sushi.
it's more like, you know, for a town full of interesting individuals, having 2 of them right outside your church all freaking day is a little weird.
Don't worry about it.
Weird. Not enough to be any
Ooh,
problem.
Ooh,
but-
sorry.
Oh. Yeah.
So yeah.
Does North find anything with the secret entrances?
So in terms of secret entrances, no, I mean there's a
Damn.
seems to be some sort of basement entrance, like the outdoor down to the cellar kind of entrance, but you can very clearly see chain and a lock on it.
A secure door that seems to go underground. So it's our best
Yeah.
lead.
So that being said, I think we will speed along to all 5 of you meeting back up at Featherfall Heights to determine the next course of action.
Tink, from my mother, I just hold out the bag of clockworks and
Going through it. Thank you, tell her thank you.
I will also. You're all invited to dinner. Yes, even you, Cleve.
Oh, great. I love being there. Your mum's great.
You've never met her.
I have. Go there every Sunday. It's great. How's she going? I haven't seen her in a couple days. I never see you around. That's kind of weird.
Cleve,
Clock
why are
business
you
still
the fuck
going good?
Everywhere? Cleve, you were there when Trevor got kidnapped, by the way.
Yeah, I get around. I know people.
Why did you stop him from getting kidnapped?
We solved that mystery because of me. I was there at the thing. I said,
And you did
this
nothing
looks a
to
wee
stop
bit
this."
suspicious. And I was like, my friend Trevor is in trouble. And I went to you all. How do people forget all this stuff? I keep telling you all this thing. I'm good friends with your mum, Watch. I'm good friends with Trevor. And everyone keeps giving me shit and burning my shoes. My feet hurt, by the way. I've had to be on my ass all day.
Don't you
so
have?
I can't walk around.
Why do your feet hurt if you've been on your ass all day?
Because I've been walking to the church from the thing. It's a hard street.
I assume you have another pair of shoes.
You know why they call them mean streets? Because they're hard to walk on. That's why. Reach, what the hell is that? Is that Excalibur?
No.
It's Excalibur
It's a ram.
adjacent.
It's a battering ram. It's
No, it's not. It's a
also
hammer
Watch,
or a sword.
Third time I've seen you today, Tink. Your friend is a fucker.
Did you punch him in the face?
No, better. Left him
Okay,
loose.
I still think you should have punched him.
It'd be
Looks like a
unprofessional if I
legitimate
damaged the
treat.
goods before going to a client, and professionalism.
Bullshit.
Also, I got
but no,
ball.
fair. The fuck?
Ball.
Okay.
It's a light
Ball.
up.
Do
Throws
something.
it.
If you give it to me, I can probably make it better.
It's one of use source of light, or just brighten the room, blinds everyone, no one can see. Great for
Dude,
parties.
If you really wanted something like that, you could have just asked. You know that, right?
Crunch for time and wanted a reward for turning in Fucko McGee.
I should really work on a robot that can actually do that, but then also stab at the same time.
Oh, speaking of robots that do things in nature, I told my mother about the one you made with the knife that chased Cleve around earlier. She says that it might be fun, that she might want one that's just like on a track that goes in a circle kind of a thing, just like as a ornamental kind of thing, like not actually attacking people, but like just a
Okay,
cute
that's
little.
weird, but yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'll make it for when we go for dinner.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear it. I got some interesting information, actually, though, on one, troll's blood. Watered down troll's blood is not, there's a cat now. Watered down troll's blood is not a good health potion, actually. I talked to my mother about it. In fact, drinking watered down troll's blood is a good way to start growing extra body parts you can't really use effectively. Is the thing.
Weird.
And two, the church that they're using as a front, apparently about 5 years ago, there was a cleric there. However, they left to go adventuring with a group kind of similar to this one, I say, just to all of us, off and away, and haven't been back since. And any of the other people who worked there moved to the larger church. So that church has been non-operational. It's basically everyone in there isn't actually any kind of devout individual. They are just kind of
Imposters.
They're imposters.
Oh,
They're not
okay.
actually, and that there's a good chance that Ivana, the goddess whose church that is is probably not pleased about that. So that might be a thing that we can use to our advantage in one way or another.
Quick, everybody, pray as hard as you can.
Well, I was actually thinking that North would be the most effective person to do something about that. North is good at, religious things and nature and the like. Tink is good at building things. Reach is good at reaching for stuff and hitting stuff. I have a lot of magical knowledge, and you exist, Cleve.
I certainly do, yeah.
No, Earth, do you think you could, like, I don't know how these things work. You'll have to forgive me. But are you,
That
like,
is
able
okay.
to talk to, like, any of the gods? Maybe your god knows, like, that god, and, like, you can talk to them and get some, like, insight as to how pissed they are?
Yeah, gods
I
love
like-
talking to each other.
I could
Historically,
try
this has
talking to
gone very well.
Primordius. I did happen to see when we were out there that the clerics at the chapel were not the most convincing.
Okay.
So it makes sense that the previous cleric left several years ago.
Right. But you don't have, like, a dial-a-god hotline or some shit that you can just, like, get in touch? No, not, like...
To my knowledge, no.
Okay.
Well,
Well, you know.
You
just
could
kind of
certainly
always-
try.
I could try. How do I try?
That would be cast.
Okay.
So
In nomine spiritum sancti. Whack!
Accidentally just bonk Cleve. Okay, so
So-
it's cast.
I'm sorry if I've accidentally turned Cleve into a punching bag. That wasn't my
You
intention.
sure have. It's been pretty rough, to be honest.
I'm sorry. That was not my intention at all.
Sure,
Maya,
it didn't
you kind
seem
of just
like it.
become the. You seem to be playing like the same character adjacent from Basin.
No! From Anders?
Anders kind of ended up being a punching bag. Let's be
No,
honest.
Anders was literally a punching bag, but in a heroic way. I'm just like, someone just keeps burning my shoes for some reason. And I'm just like, hi,
It was
everybody.
one time!
One time.
Me,
It
helpful
was one
Cleve.
time.
I'm gonna
time.
buy you sushi. And everyone
I think it's. I also have the idea now that
troll.
North is just always barefoot, and she's just
I'm not
looking
a
at
troll, everyone
Cleve,
else
like
is.
complaining that his feet hurt, and it's just like, you get used to it.
You called me a troll. We're
I
not
don't know
over
what a
that.
troll is, and you have like
Yes,
horns
you
and
do.
stuff.
You knew Trevor.
I
Trevor!
knew Trev is a troll, and now everyone else
Do
isn't
I
a troll.
look like Trevor?
No. No. Are you a troll?
I could be.
That's fair. I don't think you even know what you
I
are.
feel
I
like Cleve's whole quest is figuring out what Cleve is.
Could be. I mean, people are diverse. People are distinct. I'm from the city. I'm like, whatever. Anyway,
Alright.
continue. You were doing a roll to summon.
I was going to
God.
cast
Summon.
Try to talk to
your god.
Primordius.
Okay. That dice fell, so I'll roll another one.
There
Nope.
you go.
Not very well. 2 at best.
Ooh. Okay. Well, in that case, it's essentially the dial-up noise, and you don't even get voicemail. The phone just hangs up.
Yeah, no
We're
word from
sorry.
Primordius.
Okay, well, that is not so bad, and I feel like puts us in the same situation we're normally in.
Yeah, I'm sorry I
okay.
couldn't be of more help in that regard.
It's okay. It's fine. What do we want to do about this then? How are we approaching this? All I
That's a
got
great
is
question.
Trevor's doing okay. Don't go to anything called midnight mass, especially if it's not at midnight, and Cleve goes to very dangerous parties.
Well, I had thoughts and ideas and the like. So, Cleve, you've gone to this place before, right? You've got ostensibly friends there, I imagine.
Yeah.
How do you feel about being bait?
I don't really like the idea of being bait, to be honest. 'Cause
I,
that's bad. It sounds
also
like
don't-
when you go up to someone, say, "How would you like to be bait?" Do they usually respond, "Hell yeah, I love this"?
well, I mean, it does.
'Cause
put
guess
you
what?
as
I'm
the
not
most-
like them.
It
we
does
already
make you
named
kind of
it.
the.
I hate to interrupt, the bartender says, but like if it's a honeypot situation, that might be kind of fun.
Hey, how would you like to be bait?
How would you like
No.
I
to
mean, if
Oh.
it's a honeypot kind of situation, it might be fun.
Why do people keep saying honeypot? What does that mean?
It's when you're trying to seduce someone for information.
Why am I seducing them? They're my friends.
Right. I'm not. So what I'm trying to say is, by what I mean in that, like the being of bait, is that what if theoretically, magically, I made you look like a troll. Is the thing. I turned you into a troll. So not like actually, just that you look like one. And then you get whisked into one of these midnight mass situations. And then while they are carting you away to wherever they're below, we use that as our entry point to get in and make it easier because they've left the door open for us at that point with them bringing you down. And we use that as our way in to then go in and I don't know. Have we decided what we're
I'm
doing?
not
about
sure
this?
why
'Cause
it's me. If I know them, shouldn't I just walk in with my normal social connections?
But
And just
we
be
need
like,
them to try
hey,
to
here's my
knock you
friend
out.
Watch. He's a
That's fine.
troll. He also has the ability to look like a troll.
I
Why not that?
That's also possible. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
then it would be a double bait situation. That
I
might
have
work better.
I have a way in with these people.
Small thing that we
Like-
might want to be aware of too, though, is like, okay, so apparently Trevor was telling me there was also like these dogs that have like one eye that are kind of vicious. So like we should probably be wary
right.
of that. Reach, do you think like whatever you got there could deal with that, or do you think just you?
It's a
could
battering
deal with
ram.
that?
I'm pretty sure.
A battering ram.
I have a very simple solution to our problem. We go to door. I take this ram, shove it through the door, break the door down. I throw
that's a
orb.
good
There is
idea.
a door in the back of the.
I shout the magic word that will flashbang them if there's anyone in there. Easy.
I like Reach's idea better than disguising me as a troll.
Okay, well,
I'm
you're
kind of
right.
into the
Yeah,
idea of
Reach,
disguising you as a troll.
Reach.
Also, why not disguise me as a troll? I'm 3 times bigger
Yeah.
than Cleve.
I didn't want to suggest it, but I was thinking it. I apologize.
You're not wrong, Cleve, actually, that it actually would probably be a better idea to disguise me as a troll and have you introduce me. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, plus, Reach is actually a troll, so it works.
Reach is not a troll.
I'm
What?
not a troll. The fuck?
Why do you
No
keep
one
assuming
here is a
everybody's
troll,
fucking
Cleve.
troll?
Wasn't the... Oh,
You have
fuck.
literally seen me bleed and not regenerate.
That's
You
a
know-
symbol of trolls? Okay, sorry, I wasn't... All right, please,
You know
just
one troll.
say your
His name is
plans.
Trevor.
I like Reach's idea. It's very good.
But Reach's
You're gonna
idea
have-
is break down the door.
Yeah.
Hey, I need us all to back up a little bit because we were hired by Becca to
Mhm.
shut down their operation by whatever means we saw as most useful. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean we have to fight, kill, beat up anyone. That just means we have to
Doesn't
destroy
mean we
the
don't,
operation. It doesn't mean we don't.
We could just fight them.
I
good at fighting.
would prefer. I'm not good at fighting.
Okay, so here's a backup plan. So if we
Alright.
like take, how much time do we have? Because like if I just create like a small tiny army of my little murder robots, like I could just
Oh,
like,
this is
send
great.
them into the place.
Oh, that's really good. What if we just have a small, tiny army?
I almost like the troll disguise idea better because
I do
that would
too.
But
make
hold on.
I do too.
What
because it's
if-
mostly faster.
that we're
What if we
trying to
can buy
stop.
the turds? And there's just a small tiny army along with the. I say, hey, I've got a lot of
Actually-
little trolls.
What if
No,
we
I've got-
Bring a
No, no.
small
Like
army.
this, though.
I've got actually. I have thought of a great idea that combines all three of the ideas we've actually had here. What if I use my magic to make Tink look like a troll? You
What?
introduce Tink
No,
as
man,
a
that's
troll to
okay.
get taken in, and then Tink from the inside releases this tiny army, while from the outside, Reach breaks the door down, and we do like a pincer maneuver from both sides, from within and without.
All right.
Okay, so that's the point that I'm going to be a really fucking short troll. We know this, right?
I can magic you to look like a foot or so taller. I don't know.
Okay. Do we think
How tall are you?
Wait,
You're
how
like-
tall-
I could magic you
I'm
look
2
like a
foot
foot.
tall.
I'm like 5'1".
Just make it all hair. Just make it just pointy hair, and it'll be
You would
great.
be
It'll
still, even at
personally
about
pass
6
off.
feet, you would
6
still be
feet,
a
like,
pretty
short
short troll.
I mean, it's not a bad
I'm also
idea,
not tall.
but-
Is a thing. I'm also around that height. So yeah.
All right. What if? See, here's the thing. Did you? I'm going to direct my attentions back to you two. I say to North and Cleve. Did you two
Yeah.
find any other potential entrances while you were there?
Okay. We could dress up as a priest. 2, we could bash through the door that North found.
There's not another entrance, is what I'm hearing. Also, I'm just realizing I'm looking over everyone's character sheet. We are all bad at lying.
Me especially.
Not a
I'm not good at
single
it.
person here
I like
is
the
good
idea
at
of me
lying.
just jumping in.
I don't lie. I just talk very nicely to people.
I just send in robots. That's all. I just like man.
I can be honest.
Friends.
I'd be like, here's my friend.
It's true.
All right.
I'm
No,
usually
what I
out
mean
in the
is,
wilderness. I don't need
like,
Pulls up.
what did you find? Like a secret door, like not just like the regular door to the church, but like a secret door, like a what you may call it, like a cellar door on the outside that might lead to the
Well,
under.
I have no point of deception, so I'll be honest and say no.
The best I could find was a heavily locked door out back that seems to lead to a downstairs basement of sorts.
Okay, that
Also, any wall could be a door. You know what they say.
any wall can be a door, but you have to know where
Also,
that wall is going.
windows.
Windows.
Do you know what
a
churches
little bit
have?
better.
Big windows.
Yeah,
That's
usually
a
very
door.
high up though.
Yes.
Um,
How are we? Are we trying to be quiet about this, or do we just want to destroy
I'm not even
everything
sure
in
I
I
know
think
what
we
our
all
goal
agree
is
that we're
at
going to
this point.
smash in and fight
I think-
everybody.
Okay.
I think that's what we all agreed to. Always.
That's not no.
I feel like that's a terrible plan in so many ways.
At the
They're
end
priests.
of the day, all we need
No
to do
offense,
is
no.
disrupt this entire fucking. I've lost my accent along the way. So fuck this
Oh
place.
no! Cole, have you been drinking troll blood? I heard that messes with your accent a little bit.
If we can find the base of
no.
operations where they're making the troll blood fake
Okay, do we
health
want me to?
potion.
I could
We'll
try to
break
make
that.
something. Yeah, I can try to make something like to explode. Do we want to like a kaboom?
Yeah, something quiet like that. That'd be great.
Yeah, quiet, very definitely quiet.
Yeah.
Kaboom is also a very good
Okay.
option. I could probably see about doing.
Do
I
we
don't
want to
know.
just say what we want to do? We want to go in there. We want to shut down the operation. That's
Yes,
plan number
that's-
one.
that's
Our
plan
way
number
in
one.
is the only thing we're torn up about.
Right.
People
Apparently,
don't want to
yes.
fight. That's fine. I can change my situation as it goes
I-
on.
I want to fight.
I think
Reach
what
wants
you
to
always-
fight though, so I'm with
you always want to
Reach.
fight.
We're gonna fight. No, we could. I'm willing to do the lying plan. I'm willing to help that, and we could disguise Reach as this thing. Tink, meanwhile, is an expert in tinkering, so Tink can basically have any kind of weird explosive or army of small people ready to fight. Watch, you're a magician. You can do
I-
whatever you like, right?
And I just had a very strange idea, maybe, about how to get in.
That's
A
okay.
transport plan. Got it.
What
Yes,
is
a
it?
transport plan. So what if?
Teleport.
No, actually, well, kind of. In less of a sense, you'd think that having a fae for a mother, I'd have a little bit more knowledge about moving from one place to another in like the planes, but teleportation and transport is not really my specialty.
All right.
However,
cross that one off.
Time
Yeah.
travel?
time
I'm great at that.
time is malleable in limited spaces, but we'll talk about that later. No,
But
what
it is
I
malleable.
what I ostensibly had a thought of is, what if I taught? So there's 5 of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can make up the 5 different points of a pentacle, a star. So my thought is, what if I taught all of you a very simple rune, and then it's
Sorry.
one
Please
symbol,
continue.
Cleve. It's one symbol, Cleve. I taught all of you a very simple rune, and then we went to church, i.e., we just went to the service. We all sat at 5 different points, and in the area, I had you each inscribe the rune, and then as point of entry, once everyone else had left, I activate it, and it makes the floor within that sphere disappear.
So a subtle
this
plan.
plan. I like the tunnel.
I open a hole in the floor and we go down.
I like this plan. And I'm
Right.
great at inscribing them.
And North is very good with gods.
Yes.
I'd like to-
Nora,
Hello?
can you make sure that this one doesn't get pissed at us for desecrating its church even further?
Yeah, how
It's
do
already
gods feel about-
desecrated. That's the beauty of
Even
it.
further, even further. Like we're really just fucking with it now.
I think if we are clearing out the corruption and infestation,
I think they'd
Then we will be-
appreciate it.
look
Okay.
more favorably upon.
I'm fine with that blend. That sounds good.
Besides,
and then we go in and then I
gods-
can blow up from the basement?
Yeah, and besides, gods love it when their clerics and their worshippers do works in their name. So, like, repairing the floor is just something that they can, when a devout person comes along to renew the church and do in their name.
A good act of service.
Flashback. I'm a worshiper of Ivana the Burning Heart, so I can do that.
You
I don't
mean
know if I can do it. I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that.
You mean it's the grateful heart or the generous heart?
It's the Burning Heart.
The
It's the burning heart now.
We heard burning
Redeeming
heart
heart.
earlier.
I'm a worshiper of it. I think I know.
I love
I'm not doing
flashbacks
that.
so much.
I'm getting rid of that.
You're not doing that. You're not doing that. No.
Are you sure?
Okay.
It's more
Okay.
fun if I don't.
So I'm gonna cut in now. So the plan, we're going magical for
Yeah.
the plan, and it's to basically carve a hole in the floor using runes.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
quietly.
Cool. So, I think this will be a good time for us to go to break, and when we come back, we will roll the
Initiative.
Yes, the initiative, as it were, and we will see how this goes. So, thank you all so much for joining us so far. Please do keep in mind that there are incentives and other things that you can affect the game with, especially
I'm
as
just
we get
scrolling up to
into
them.
the as we get to the main ridiculousness that is to come. And yeah, so if you wanna throw some free successes my way, or cause problems,
no.
whatever you want to do.
I might just pay to give us all bonus dice. I might just do that.
Can someone summon a big problem?
I
Or-
cannot
No!
tell you
or-
the temptation I have had to always summon big problems.
Hey,
Big
someone
problem.
just message Duval and say there's a secret boss fight. I'm sure that'll be fine.
That's how we got the Care Bear Tiamat.
is. Care Bear Tiamat, Stratolich, and a bunch of other stuff. Oryx, the giant puppet of death, and many more. I have a special one just for this group of people, so it's there if you want it.
Oh, God.
But anyways, we will be back in just a few minutes.
That'll be.
Essentially.
Okay,
Cool.
cool. Hi everyone, welcome back to Devil Time.
Devil time.
I mean, Guilds in Gold,
Open the
a
portals.
one-shot of a system written by moi. But anyways, we're getting to the engagement roll. I don't actually have rules for this written yet, so I just rolled their party tier, which
Roll
is
some dice.
4. So I rolled their party tier, which is 4. And they got
Which is
4,
news to us.
Yeah, we didn't
they
know
got-
that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We don't
They
know
got
much of
4.
anything.
No, they don't. They got 4 5s, so we're risky standard or
That's critical,
normal.
baby.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Critical
Yeah.
5s.
you got critical normal. It's very normal right now.
Critical normal, aka Critical Lightning's Larry cousin.
Yeah.
I-
Nothing's
I
happened,
would-
but I'm anxious.
I was thinking Critical Lightning's
Normally.
country rock album, Critically Normal. That was a deep cut of a joke, Jamie.
That was
Anyway,
He loved it.
That was a
I
joke
loved.
just for us.
No, I enjoyed
Um,
it. I didn't get it, but I was like, this is good energy.
anyways,
fine.
so we're gonna skip ahead a little bit as you all attend a
School.
a midnight mass, as it were, and find yourselves with the floor disappearing under you as the spell goes off without a hitch.
Yay!
It's just one floor, right? We don't like. It isn't like a chasm, right?
It's one floor that we
actually
know of.
Oh
It's
no.
actually it's only half a floor as you all land on a catwalk.
Oh.
Above a massive 3-story warehouse buried underground.
I'm glad
Oh,
we landed
good.
on the
Well,
catwalk.
I don't think I have enough robots for this.
Great.
There's room
So-
for elemental shit.
there is room for elemental shit.
Unlike
alright.
most rooms.
Very glad there was a catwalk here. Otherwise, that
Ooh.
would have been so bad.
This could have gone
Man, that
really
was risky
bad.
standard. That was.
Oh.
Whoa.
Really was. And as the pews and extra stone and other things all go toppling down, you hear the crunch and crash and shattering of lab equipment all under you, and the
This is
yelling
off to a great start.
of individuals going, "What the fuck just happened?"
Well, I
And
think they know they're
panic,
here.
pure unadulterated panic. What would you like to do?
Watch. What do you say?
Well, in this circumstance, I think that the best thing that we can do. So we're 3 stories up, though, right? That most of the people are like scrambling on the ground
there's-
below us.
So there's the level of catwalks that y'all are on, which was about 5 feet down from where you were in the church, about half a floor down, and then there's like another floor of catwalks that go the perpendicular direction, and then there's empty space and then the ground floor. So the bottom floor has like 2 floors of ceiling in it. And then
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
Okay,
having a hard time.
floor.
Like,
floor,
Okay.
to 20 feet of space,
Okay.
catwalk 1,
Okay.
catwalk 2, which is where y'all are,
Right.
right,
and then church
a church, and most of the people who are
are
panicking
on
because
the floor.
on the
Are on the
floor.
floor.
So
There's
they
no
are
real other
60
levels.
feet.
They are, I think it's closer to 40, but yeah,
There's
Okay.
no real other levels though. It's
Shit,
just
all my
additional
spells are-
catwalks.
30 feet.
not. There's not distances in
I
this
know.
game. I didn't give you
Self-imposed.
I
Self-imposed.
Unlike other games, I didn't give you 300 pages of spells. You just kind of do it. You do
Well,
the
good
full-
news is I can move 5 feet per turn, so I'll be there.
Oh,
I'm
great!
very slow.
Yeah, awesome.
Then, just for grins, how much room is there? How high is the ceiling in the chapel?
Enough.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
cool. That's all.
So, sorry, I realized I couldn't find my pocket watch and had a small panic.
Oh no.
Valid.
I think the well, I think believe in any situation like this, the most powerful weapon in all cases is, of course, information. So, I am going to, so I have like on the sheet, like, because we did some minor modifications for like the specialty items and loads like that. I have something noted just as like arcane focus, like for casting spells. And for watch, that is his mother's pocket watch. Watch I'm currently holding.
Your fine arcane focus,
My very fine arcane focus. I want to basically using it kind of as a focus for the spell, kind of do a like pop it open through and focus magic through it to essentially do one of my abilities, actually, a fun little ability, the scrying, to get a bonus die to survival and perceive rolls when using arcane methods to try to essentially magically scan the underground for a map, like build a map via like lasering it. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Go ahead and roll perceive, I'm guessing.
Yeah, not survival. Survival feels a little more like I'm hunting people. All right. So I get a bonus die.
That wouldn't be unhelpful to have like exact positions of everybody who we are trying to avoid / kill / whatever.
True. I guess I am trying to, in perceiving, I'm also trying to like I don't know, what would be the word? Tag the people that I can see here.
Yeah.
If there's someone's
click in the right stick and then you'll
I'm doing the scan.
Yeah, you're doing scan. And then
the pulse.
So I have one die in perceive. I get a bonus die for using a magical focus. Nope, never mind. That's on will rolls. It was the Arcanist advantage is +1 result on will rolls to obtain magical secrets. But
if you were rolling a normal cast roll, then yes, that would apply.
Yes. However, let's talk about how pushing yourself in devil's bargains work in this game.
Oh, right. I forgot about devil's bargains.
I've been waiting. I haven't had a roll yet.
So, I don't have a clever name for it yet, but there are devil's bargains. They might just be devil's bargains considering...
Dragon's Dungeon.
Yeah, Dragon's Dungeons.
Dives.
Deal with the dragon.
Yeah, deal with the dragons. Never make a deal with a dragon, y'all. Bad idea.
I did once. Never again.
Yep, never again. But yeah, so sure, there's Devil's Bargain. You can get an extra die, but
I was gonna say, is there a way that I could help, provided that that is still an action I can take in this?
It is.
Saying that I have a I would say like a telescope of some sort that I've tinkered and brought with me. I decided I'm making up my shit as I go here a little bit.
I mean, that's a great way to do it.
That's the joy of it.
And just to like kind of help pinpoint specific areas while they cast the spell.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'll take the stress for...
Yeah, take a stress and we'll get an extra die for the assist there. So we're at 3.
And
really
you also have
you
a bonus die just because I
donated
money.
I do have you gave everyone a bonus die, right?
Yes.
Okay. And
Thanks.
is that something I have to use now, or can I save it for?
You can save it.
I gotta be honest. I might save it for in case I get into a fight because I have 0
No.
skirmish.
This is the most vital roll. This has to succeed. We will die without an accurate map of this location. Please, God, no.
I need this because I need to see if they have anything mechanical here because I'm gonna wreck it.
Oh! Can you take control of it? Can you hack it or something?
We're gonna find out.
Fuck yes.
So I'm at 3 dice. Let's talk about Devil's Bargain or deal with the dragon.
We're gonna go with Devil's Bargain. It slips off the tongue easier. Anyways, extra die, but you're sending out a pulse. Pulses have a center to them.
So anyone with a reasonable arcane knowledge could trace it back. So that's the Devil's Bargain,
30 feet. Oh no.
It wouldn't be live. It's not like it'd be the same information you're getting. It would be your
like a
location.
pinpoint, like a moment in time. Like, but And so that's the devil's bargain, is that they get that information, but I get a bonus die.
Yep.
Oh.
I mean,
What do we
can they
think, y'all?
see
Is that-
us?
I mean, the people
They look up, they
current-
see us, so we're good. Like, that's fine. I'm
Yeah.
happy with that.
Yeah, like people are going to see
consequence.
you. A lot of people are more worried about the floor
Rocks.
The gaping
that
hole
fell.
in their ceiling
Yeah.
now.
The hole in the ceiling and
Rocks fell, but not everyone died.
not everyone died. Not many people died. Maybe like
yeah.
one.
Fuck it. I'll take that bargain. I will take that
Alright.
that deal with the devil. So I'm at 4 dice.
Cool.
So for 4 dice, perceiving, trying to risky. I realize I need to say this. Oh wait, but I get experience for desperate, don't I?
You do.
And I could push it to
Take a page from my
desperate
book. Take a page from my book and do it.
Oh my god, Cole.
great. You know what? Sure. Because
Let's have an easy
Desperate,
time.
Desperate.
You
great.
know what?
desperate great. We'll do
Standard
desperate
none.
great.
Okay.
I'll take.
Desperate
Standard
great.
none.
I'll trade position for effect. Go to desperate great.
All right.
And roll 4 dice. I feel like I'm playing
They
Yahtzee
sound-
right now.
They sound
You
very
need more than
nice.
5
Sound
dice.
great.
4 dice for Yahtzee.
Can you hear them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need 5 dice.
I just didn't think they were. All right, that is. Oh, I'm so glad for that extra die because I got a 1, a 2, and a 6.
Yeah.
so-
All right. So with a 6, you get exactly what you wanted. So you get a layout of the area. There is this large warehouse room, and then a motorcycle above you, and then in a corner of the warehouse there seems to be there's the staircase that goes up to the cellar door that North found during their observations earlier, and then on the opposite corner there is a section of hallways that go to smaller rooms.
right.
And you get that generic layout. Along with that, you get an idea of how many people are here. There's about 30 total. About 15 of them are here, and then the
Great.
other 15 are spread throughout the rest of the facility.
Well, that's 6 each. That's pretty easy.
Well, actually, no, about 10 are there. 5 are above you because they were
Right.
running the midnight mass, as it were.
So I have the information. I have the information on like my pocket watch is like a hologram map kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, all right. So now that was
However
what.
you want to maintain it, sure.
Well, that's the thing. The idea is I have that map. That is what Watch did when he opened the pocket watch. Now he's gonna close the pocket watch to send that map into everyone's brain.
Done. You get a flash of an image, and you now have a map.
I feel smarter. Thank you.
Yeah.
I can see
I,
through
with this map,
walls.
see where there is anything technological that is specifically looking at the whatever they're doing to the troll's blood for all of their shenanigans.
Mhm.
I don't know how they're
Um,
doing it. They could just literally
so
take the
with
blood,
you-
put it in bodies,
With your
but
telescope, you look 40 feet down, and you're like, all of that.
all of it.
Y'all, you have dropped into the middle of their operation.
Okay,
Great.
there's something for me to blow up.
All right, so we're
Plenty.
killing these people. All right, okay, I can do that.
We,
But I'm
we
just
can
like-
kill or do violence, you know.
We're throwing bombs at these people. We're flashbanging them. Okay.
I'm just gonna go down there. Oh, wrong voice.
Are we just gonna
Like-
drop the flashbang right in the middle of it?
You could.
And
Yeah.
then have a polite conversation.
You could. That would give Tink a diversion to get down there.
If you want to go for it, it's not a bad idea.
Really not a bad idea.
I'm going to go down there, and I'm basically going to take whatever the fuck that is down there and go kaboom. Because let's be real, that's kind of like the whole thing of their operation, and it's probably good if we get rid of it. If you want to do any talking beyond that, by all means, but I think this is the best use.
I'm not like despite earlier indications, elements aren't actually my thing. That was very abnormal for me. These two are the elementalists. I kind of point at North and Cleve. So you two answer me if this is possible, but could you like make like a wind current to like hover us down from way up here to the floor below?
I certainly.
There's stairs. That's like, if you want us to cast a spell to make you hover down, I can try. I can't promise it'll work.
I would recommend
Magic is a funny
ladder.
thing. I will
Yeah,
have to do a roll. Otherwise, there are stairs if you want to use the stairs.
My only thought about and the problem with stairs is that stairs are like a bottleneck is the thing if we start getting like into conflict, whereas this isn't as much. And also, I don't know, sometimes the point of making an entrance is presentation. So, like,
Okay, I can do presentation. I can do some kind of assistance role, but I'm not going to be responsible for people jumping off and not dying after a 40-meter fall.
No.
or
You
whatever
got me.
the
You
hell.
got me.
So, yeah, I got you.
you don't want to. You don't want a 3-point superhero landing. 3-point superhero landing on the ground.
No.
That's the knees.
We
No.
were
It's
just
back to
talking
your
about our
knees.
knees. We
No,
don't need that.
let's not bring that up.
For those in the chat, we were complaining about knees earlier before we
Yeah,
got back in the call.
enjoying.
Chat, you were spare the gross discussion. It was horrible. What I want to do is I want to like take my gun out and say your money or your life because I think that's fun. But I feel like that is some kind of intimidation, which I am not good at. So I'm just like, do I just shoot at them? I'm really good at shooting. I mean, I could.
Do you want to
You
assist me with
want
a roll
to?
to intimidate them? Because I do have 2 dice in intimidate. I'm a very, very big man.
How are you gonna intimidate them though? I can
Battering
help by
ram.
taking out a rifle. But yeah, you tell me. I'll help.
I mean, a large man just dropped from the ceiling and is now yelling at them. That's pretty intimidating.
Can I
Yeah.
do the other thing where you assist me? Because I want to push myself to make a bunch of rats appear. Or bats.
rats and
Rat
bats.
bats.
Actually, no, I got an even
Bats.
better one.
Rats and bats and cats.
So, do you want to assist me and then I'll make the roll?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
So I'm thinking, I'm up in the
We're on the catwalk.
we're on the catwalk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
There
I'm
is
gonna spend my
another catwalk
dice because
beneath
this
us,
is
keep
very
in mind.
important that I succeed. And I'm thinking I do the your money or your life thing.
Okay.
I would like to spend a die. I'm gonna spend my bonus die, which I got, to intimidate, and I'll say your money or your life. Then I will push myself, which means I
Okay.
can't accept a dragon's dogma. And
yeah.
and then I would like to summon a bunch of pigeons that will come down with reach. So it's kind of like, do you know those old action films where like
Yeah,
there's like
John
like all
Woo
the
films.
doves, John Woo comes down, but what if it's just like a man with a rock and a sword or whatever the hell, vice versa.
I don't have
as
the
you
rock and
land
the sword,
down.
sadly. I was denied that. I didn't catch
Yeah.
the hunters in time to buy one.
Yeah. Can that be an assist for whatever reach does if reach assists me?
Yes.
Or is that okay?
Sure. Sure.
All
I'm
right.
down for that. That sounds so much fucking fun.
And there's just a bunch of birds everywhere. Pigeons specifically.
Yeah, the rats of the sky. Yeah.
The rats of the sky. That's what they call me. So that is 1 dice for pushing myself,
I think you're
1
at
dice for
3,
assist, and that's it.
yeah.
All right.
But your bonus
And 1
your
dice for bonus.
die.
Yeah,
so 3.
I forgot what I was doing.
Mhm.
So I'll roll 3 dice. Then I'll see what the hell happens. Come on, ones.
I think I followed this. I think
I
I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
I got a 4.
Perfect.
4? All right.
That's intimidating,
I'm-
by the way.
Yeah, that's for intimidating. I'm gonna. Okay. So
I don't know. What was my position? Was it desperate or whatever? No, it wasn't.
It was risky
Uh,
standard.
standard.
It's a
Yeah,
was
we're
risky
risky
standard.
standard.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Your money
Okay.
or your life. Are you actually saying your money or your life, or like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know what else to
All
say.
so like, there's a handful of them. They're like, just look up at you
hmm
and start looking through their pockets for like, wait, we don't have we just work here. We don't have money. And then they like point towards the offices. They don't say a word. They just point at the offices.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other group, who seems to be their boss, like, you know, the middle manager, one dude looks at him and goes, "You don't have time for this. Clean up this shit." And
I look at them and I say, "I know where the office is," and I think back to my brain map. And
you lot, you're gonna fix a fucking ceiling.
Do I come down landing thanks to the pigeons at this point?
You have landed, and the
Excellent.
pigeons are flowing around you.
Excellent. I'm going to pull out my fine heavy weapon, which is basically my reach. It is it's like a warhammer with a pick on the back end of it.
Okay.
And-
Yeah.
And
which Bloodborne weapon is this?
what's up?
Which Bloodborne weapon is this?
None of them.
Oh,
I like the
This
assumption
is
though.
this is
I
a
know.
war pike, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
But,
war pike.
Yeah, it's just like a nice long two-handed war pike. And just gonna say, sounds like the rest of you chose your life, and I would like to.
oh no! Oh no! I've set up a murder. Shit. Whoops!
What did you think you were saying?
I was robbing them. I don't know.
You're robbing most of them. One of them.
You're robbing
not
one half of
listening
them.
to
I'm getting
you.
rid of the other half so we can rob the other half.
Okay.
And
Early, I'd seen this coming.
I would like to push myself to perform a feat of engaging a small swarm on equal footing in close combat.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 on that. Boop boop. And of course I want to be desperate.
One.
Yeah, the chosen
Right.
one. All right. Reach
It's
is currently the only one down
the
there,
high
right?
ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right,
This is my job.
We need to get Tank down there to
Yeah,
like fuck
yeah.
up the operation at some point.
Oh, I've got a plan for that to some extent, unless somebody else had other ideas.
I
mean,
am
the-
here to make noise.
The stairs are there, but the other thing with stairs is they're slow. So I was just gonna try to fuck it and make like a holographic platform to elevator us down.
Or like a rope.
God, if you could do that.
No.
Great. Better than my plan.
Rope's too convenient. Fuck the rope.
No.
I was just trying to make like a hard light platform for us that's like the fucking Tensor's levitating disc or whatever to make us go down.
Hey, as long as it's not a motorcycle trying to go across the lake, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah. Wait, so because Cleve did a setup action for me and succeeded on that, I can change my position and effect, I would assume.
Sure.
How does that work? Hold on.
I'm trying to remember like I'm running this by like Blades and
So
Dark
you can,
rules.
so you can either trade, you can either get a free bonus to position or effect, or you can get a bonus die. I'll let you have either one.
I'll take the bonus die.
Okay.
So I have 2 dice in skirmish. I push myself, so I get another dice based on that. And another die from Cleve's entrance, money or your life.
And your desperate great.
Pigeons.
Desperate great as always, because
All
yes,
right.
I want that XP.
Yep.
You know me, I love my XP.
Yep.
All
For
right.
this one shot character.
Speed run, baby. And 4 dice. Highest roll is a 5.
All right. So you line them up like fucking bowling pins and just yeet. And 4 of them go flying, including the guy who's yelling at you to fix the ceiling. And the last guy looks at you, dumbfounded, and just goes, "The boss is that way.
Like I said.
Mm-hmm.
The boss is over there."
So to continue my conversation from earlier, you chose your life. Now the rest of y'all, lay down flat. Keep your hands to the side. Let my friends come down.
And your
And,
money.
And your money. And we'll get this auditing process done really quickly.
Holy shit, we're being audited?
If we are the tax office,
Fuck yeah, we are.
I'm just gonna try to make the levitating platform to bring us all down.
Just like
Sure, mate.
we're just auditing. Just normal
Um,
auditors.
We dropped the floor on you.
Make a cast
You're the
roll.
audit.
I'm not gonna push myself or anything on this. I'm just normal cast 2 dice.
All right.
That is a 6.
Nice.
All right, cool.
I'm doing well so far. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop on me.
Yep. I'm
Yeah,
sure
the
it
shoot
will
a
be
bird.
as soon as you get in a fight.
With my 0 dice and skirmish, yes.
Yep. But you make a platform that can hold 4 people fairly easily, and you elevator down.
I'm
set
standing
up.
up there. I'm staying up on the catwalk.
Oh, you're
I'm
gonna.
look out.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
There's some perfectly
3
good
of you, then.
stairs also.
Whoever wants to go down can go down. How about
I'll
that?
join
Yeah.
Washington.
Thank you.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm
Apologies,
going.
I shouldn't assume.
Never use the elevator in case of an emergency. Very important. Keep
We
that
are
in
the
mind.
emergency.
Yeah, that.
Exactly. Stairs.
Don't just do that.
You know, for
There's a
someone
bill
with
there.
danger in your name, you're very careful.
Yeah.
That's the irony.
The
Yeah.
part we're forgetting about Cleve's name is Cleve avoids danger.
There we go. We
No,
found the
it's
middle
just
name.
cleave danger, and you know that I'm the danger, so you have to be safe. It's
Oh.
very important.
That's fair.
You know danger's
You are
here.
warning.
Yeah. Also
Okay.
sounds better than Cleve Goodfellow, that's all.
Can Tink go up to the machinery in the middle and see if I can? Because I want to look at my fixer's advantage, which allows me to I gain +1 on a result on an insight die roll when designing new tools or discovering faulty equipment. I really want to see where this equipment might be faulty so that I can exploit it and make it go kaboom.
Sure. Tinker or investigate.
Oh, I'm using actually either in this case. I put them at the same.
There you go.
So,
And you have an auto success.
Yeah.
So this will just add to it.
Yay. Excellent. So, which is okay because that's a 5.
All right. So you just don't suffer the
I don't, yeah. So I'll take
yeah.
that.
no complication. Yeah, so like you can tell that they went really hard on the refinement process, but in doing so had to basically quickly design equipment to
Yeah.
get what they wanted.
Okay.
And there's a lot of pressurized gas and liquids in this,
Perfect.
and they're not in very safe containers.
Perfect.
So,
Excellent.
You see the gauge valve is like, you know, there's the pie, there's the half pie that's like, here's the safe part, here's the red.
Yeah.
It's like on the edge.
Perfect. Love that. Love that, especially for me. So I'm gonna just basically find one of the weaker points in there. And I'm basically gonna sit down and probably just do Artificer and basically invent a creation with magical features that is just bomb that is with the intent to destroy this entire thing.
Wait.
That sounds like a wreck.
Wait.
I've been talking about bombs this entire time. I don't know.
I know,
Surprise.
but I just had an idea. Like, I'm
Okay.
down with the bomb. That's really great.
Okay.
Cleve is just, like, puffed out after running down all those damn stairs.
Fair.
And comes over and
Yeah.
says, can we take some of that blood?
Like out of this?
What do you
For
want?
what?
Yeah. I mean, we're supposed to stop the business. Doesn't mean we can't sell it ourselves, right?
It doesn't work. I told you.
Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
you said it
That's
gave us
what?
extra limbs and stuff. That's
They're
useful.
not useful.
People will pay
Liz.
for that.
No, they're
No.
not useful. They grow in random places. You can't
That's
control it.
great. Look, I know some people, including
You-
myself, who would benefit from having like a leg up here or whatever the hell. That would be great.
You
I could do
want a
somersaults
leg on your
really good.
shoulder.
People
Cleve,
buy
it's-
it. That's
it's like
all
a
I'm
fifth
saying.
Wheel. It's like
We have
a
to
fifth
think
wheel.
more than just the job. We have to think. We're freelance. We have to focus on where we can get money, and
Oh,
people
yeah.
will pay for this.
Please.
I'm
if
just
you-
saying, blow it up. Stop this all from happening. It's terrible, but make a little money.
Cleve, if you take any of it, I'm freezing it instantly and smashing it against the wall.
But why?
Because you don't need it. No one needs it.
We
They
don't-
will pay for it. I won't be like,
Why-
hey,
no,
this is a normal
because-
health potion. I'll be like, this is a magical limb juice.
No,
No.
it's just that call.
It's not a. It's not a good.
I
it's not a
don't
good
think.
call.
I think one of the big problems is also how it was acquired. Honestly, if you want to start a magical limb juice business, Cleve,
By all means, but
Look,
By all
it's
means-
just these. I'm not starting a business. I'm just saying, let's sell them.
perhaps have to
This is treasure.
Ethically,
How about no?
I'll be honest about it. I won't be like,
destroy the goods, anyways.
No,
I'm
I
just
don't
gonna
like
sit
it.
down and start working on this bomb.
I
all right, can I have a sip of one?
I'm not going to stop you.
I'm not stopping.
I
him.
mean, there's just vials already. You could just pop a vial.
I want to see what happens.
Go for it.
Okay.
I am not stopping you at this point.
roll-
I'm not helping you.
No,
Roll
not
me
the two.
just a single d6.
Okay.
Just a single d6.
Not 2d6 take lowest? Nothing like that?
No, just a single one.
Okay.
They did a good job of refining it, at least.
Guess what I got? It's a 6.
The 6.
I
Okay.
get 6 arms.
No, you just get something that is could actually be useful.
Yeah.
So when you imagine getting an extra limb,
Mm-hmm.
what do you imagine?
How are people about body horror? Like, let me figure out if I should slow down here or anything like that. Is there any sort of thing that I should be careful of or anything like this?
Don't go into like explicit detail. Just like what.
Okay.
Imagine
Wings.
where and wings. Cool. All right. You get.
Are they skin
You-
wings?
I'm not
Um,
going in explicit detail, so
No.
I won't say anything.
That's. So you feel.
Which doesn't mean that it's just like, I get wings. That's all I want.
So, you feel this like very quick, very brief, but very sharp pain in your shoulder blades.
Yeah.
Just like a quick jolt. And then you're pretty sure you have like bumps on your shoulder blades.
Okay.
So you don't have them automatically, but
But I can
they'll-
grow them in time.
Yeah.
Also, I want them to be butterfly wings. That seems kind of funny.
Perhaps. I mean, it is troll. Yeah.
Yeah.
That tracks. That tracks.
I gotta be honest,
yeah.
my first thought was a little bit more flying squirrel. Like,
It could be.
That
Again,
could be.
didn't
I
want to
love
go
that.
into detail, but I think I
Kinda
feel like I'm
depends.
like fairy-ish, maybe.
You could.
And so,
Well, like, it starts at the shoulder blades. It could either go onto the arm or it could just go outward. We don't know. But yeah, maybe in like a week, Cleve will have some wings of some variety.
much appreciated, Tink. Now, as you were.
Okay, anyways, I'm gonna get back
Tink-
to doing this.
Tink, to you, it looks like nothing changed.
Yeah. Okay, you seem fine. So I'm rolling, you said wreck, right?
Yeah, what's wreck?
I'm gonna push myself to get an extra die.
All right.
What's my devil's bargain?
You can get an extra die, or there's 2 tiers to this. There's
Oh.
2 tiers.
Oh, good.
Tier 1,
Yep.
extra die,
Mm-hmm.
and I cut the timer in half.
that
had a
sounds
feeling.
familiar.
I had a feeling that was gonna show up here. I realized what I was doing when I was talking
or-
bombs with you, so.
Automatic success,
Ooh,
much like your advantage,
Yes.
and I don't tell you what the timer is.
That was the one I was thinking. Is you make the bomb, but you don't know when it's gonna go off.
Speed run, speed run, speed run.
Listen. It is far funnier if it's the latter. So automatic
All right.
success. We don't know when it goes off.
All right, go ahead and roll wreck for me with your
Cool.
extra die.
And depending on the results is how kind Brandon will be.
That's
Sure.
fine. 5.
5.
Yeah,
Not
All
high
right.
enough.
So
fine.
it was actually you had a chance to recover stress from helping earlier.
Yeah.
But all right.
Fine.
So yeah, you set it up. The gauge slips into the red, and you start hearing the hissing of steam vents opening or whatever else is going on with this machinery. And you think to yourself, I set this up. I have no idea what's going to happen.
Story of my life. I don't actually know. So everyone, just a heads up. I actually have no idea what's going to happen or when that's going to go off. Fun fact,
It's
I just
okay.
kind of do this.
I'll just fly out of here.
I'm sure you will, please.
Everyone, climb on my back. No, sorry.
Right. So, effectively, Tink, you've made a bomb.
Yeah.
And you don't know when it's gonna explode.
No.
All right, next step then. Grab the battering ram.
Okay.
What's the battering ram for?
Consulting the map real quick mentally. Is there people beyond the door? Or how many doors do we get to the next group of people?
There were people in the next room. There are also several walls that seem breakable.
Oh, cool.
You know, however you want to go about it.
I like breaking down walls. I like breaking down emotional walls and physical walls. If
There's
everyone's cool.
floors beneath us still too, aren't there?
God.
Maybe.
So many floors.
I guess while that one is battering down the office, I'm just gonna make a small hole in the floor we're on.
Yeah.
Than compared to the one we made, like a not directly underneath me. I don't want to fall, but just like a one person size hole.
Yeah. So you, pretty easy to set up, given you already set up all the runes for it. It's the sewer. So there's sewer that runs all throughout the rafts. It's how thieves guilds usually move around. So
all right. So
you
we're
have a
probably on the
quick exit.
bottom theoretically. If we need to run,
Not the bad
I don't
place to
know.
go.
How do you feel? Wait, you still don't have shoes. You probably don't want to go back to the sewer.
It's okay, I don't need shoes.
You can fly now.
I can fly now. And I look both at my back and
I
at
love
the
this
swarm
man.
of pigeons which now follow me.
tick tock, tick tock.
Okay.
right.
Do we even need to beat up the people on the other side of the door? Or they're just gonna blow up, right? Can we just...
need to
But we should rob them at least.
disrupt their business. Make sure to, hey, don't
Sign up.
kidnap trolls again. Ethically
Okay.
farm your troll's blood.
Pretty sure that by destroying this, I'm kind of just disrupting their business. Is that not?
Yeah, we
the
could
point?
leave right now, but I do think the money's a good
Hey,
idea.
hey,
Whoever
so
there is
thought
money,
that
isn't
was
there?
genius.
Hey, so watch.
Mhm.
You hear a voice in the back of your head.
Oh, I hate that.
It happens.
Dearie, dearie, come to disrupt my operations. Well, you'll just have to pay for that, won't you?
Oh dear. So hey everyone, you remember that ping that I put out earlier?
Oh no.
You know how magic can usually be traced to its source? Fun fact, I think that there's some, not gonna say what for sure, but there does seem like a hag, given this is called the Hag's Hand, who just talked in my head. So we should leave, probably. Back on the
Don't
platform,
worry,
everyone.
me and Reach will be out in seconds.
Okay.
I'm getting on
Great.
the platform.
I'm on the platform too.
I'm getting back on my platform to lift us back up.
All right. And as you do, you hear racing footsteps, several of them, as a pack of giant one-eyed dogs
Oh.
come out of the offices and begin jumping extraordinarily high to grab onto your disc.
I would like
Oi.
to intercept
I-
that.
I say, because I can speak to them, I will say, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Feed.
Feed is fucking. Look at all these fellas. It's much easier to get. Also,
Master's
they're
pets.
criminals, and they've been enslaving you, right? They're on the
One
same
of-
side as you. We're
The
all
other
here.
one, so like three of them are still chasing after the disc. One of them
Yeah.
turns its giant eye towards you and just goes, "Those master's toys. Those are treats."
Well, guess what? They're
You
your
are
toys
also
now.
You're also a treat.
A sweet
No.
treat.
You gotta think of it in different
Murder
terms,
as
my
a
friend.
treat.
These people are tools of the people who make you eat certain people, not other people. Get rid of that. There's no boundaries between people. We're all the same, except you and I. We know that these
your
tools,
treat
these
and
tools
their
are
treat.
your tools.
Are you communist manifestoing the dogs right now?
I'm trying to persuade, but sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you should go ahead and make that persuade roll, because right now the logic is you're a treat and they're also a treat.
Okay, I'm
May I
gonna say
ask
I
a
have 1
question?
point in persuade, which I'm good at.
What's up, North?
Do I have to be on the ground to start some type of tremor
Nope.
or earthquake?
No. No.
Okay.
What?
It's
Good.
That's
just
not gonna
in-
help me.
It's in your vicinity. Your vicinity can include space between
I'm
you and the
underground.
ground.
It's bad.
Hey, so
I
who's
feel like
on the disc and who's on the ground?
I stayed on the ground with Cleve because Cleve did not get on the disc.
Yeah,
And I
Three
No,
of
we're
us on
doing
the
a scheme.
Seize
They're
the
doing a
bones
scheme.
of production.
No, just eat those people. You know,
bones of production,
self-actualize.
they have
Cleve,
bones and they are producing.
Cleve. Wait, Cleve, you'll be fine. You have wings.
Yeah.
You've got
So a little
the
tremor-
most durable
little
of
tremor will
all
be
of
fine.
us.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
Cleve, you've got maybe wings. And there are dogs running at us.
But
Yeah.
anyways, you were persuade roll. You have 1 die.
And then I would like to. Are you helping Reach at all? With I don't know if you can talk to animals.
I cannot talk to animals. I don't know how it would help you
I'm
out
gonna
outside
give
of
you.
scaring them.
I'm
This
gonna
is
give you
true.
a die for talking to it and
Thank you.
trying to
could-
push your communist agenda.
Sure. And can I have a dragon power?
Yeah.
Please.
Sure. Okay. Technically, that was Pulsar. I just read chat.
Yeah.
But
What was Pulsar? You have nothing to lose but your leashes. Right on.
yeah. See.
Take
Sure,
the leash in your own
so,
hand, go for a walk like dogs do sometimes.
Sure. So you can get a bonus die,
Thank you.
but if you fail,
Okay.
you will be resisting one of the effects of these creatures, which is that they can paralyze.
Can I get that? Can I get that regardless of whether I succeed or fail? Can I just have that just as my devil's bargain? I just want that. That sounds fun.
I mean, yeah, because you can resist it. but
Great.
Yeah.
3 dice.
3
I
dice.
might need to spend another $30 to win. We'll see. That's a 4,
Okay. So you.
and I'm
convinced-
paralyzed.
No. Well, you can resist it if you so
I will.
choose. Okay. That's gonna be.
I thought you were gonna choose to be paralyzed for a
I'm
second
paralyzed.
there.
I would like to resist
So-
it now.
So that's gonna be a. This is a magical effect, so it is a will roll. So
I know this shit. Hold on.
yeah. So first row of dots or first column of dots, whatever you got: persuade, intimidate, deceive, cast.
Okay. Is this insight?
No, it's social.
Will.
It's
social.
will. Okay, so we don't
It's
get the
worth-
bonuses.
Yeah,
I don't get the
social
natural
was-
disadvantage, which
Social
which
was
makes sense
changed
to
will.
Yeah.
Social was
Uh,
changed to will. So it's the first
social?
row of. Yeah.
3 dice. I'm happy.
3
with
dice. Go for it.
this. That's a 3, so I get 3 stress,
All right.
and I'm not paralyzed. Haha.
And you're not paralyzed, and you have convinced
That was my
them
fun gambit that I did.
the people on the ground are a free treat,
hmm
and you're not a treat. But
Oh no! I have a suspicion what you're gonna do. Please continue, and I won't say it in case you weren't gonna say it. Anyway.
okay. And you're not a treat, but your friends on the disc, you've stopped this one dog from attacking
Mhm.
them. You have not stopped the 3 that are already on the hunt.
Okay.
So you've at least stopped the last one.
Good. Is that it? Are you
Yeah.
finished?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
What were you
the other
doing?
three are still
Reach,
going
thank
after
God.
it.
I was so worried that Doug was going to go after you. That's such a relief. Don't look him in the eye. Now we got a
Anyways,
scheme to
North.
do, right?
So North, you wanted to do a
Yeah, my
thing.
line of thinking is like they can't really gain momentum to run and jump at us if the ground
Uh-huh.
is falling apart on them.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just gonna have maybe a minor earthquake. It'll be fine.
Okay,
Probably.
sure,
Fine.
sure.
Could possibly
Okay,
go
so
wrong.
you're gonna
The structural
you're gonna push-
integrity of this place is in shambles. After
And it
everything
doesn't
you've
matter
done.
to me. I'm on
But
a
the
floating
bomb hasn't
disc.
gone off. So,
So
Bomb has been
You're-
planted.
Bombs
You're
will
gonna-
go off when it feels like it.
So
Um,
for those at home, Haley's character has the ability Tempest, which allows them to push themselves to cause a natural disaster. Now, Haley, just just for the fun of it. Doesn't cause any problems for you. Just more something for me. Roll cast for me.
Okay,
So I
just
believe you have
straightforward
3
cast.
Yeah, I think you have 3 dice based off what we talked about.
Yes.
Is there a way I can help out North with this by basically
Oh no,
trying
you
to...
don't need a no, you
Okay.
don't need a help. This is
Don't worry about
this is something else. This is something
Okay.
It's
else.
just a
Cool.
luck roll of some kind, which I feel very
Yeah.
confident and calm about.
About
Yeah.
the fact, given that you're standing on the ground that is about to shake.
Yeah,
Well,
the
and the
very
fact that
ground that
there's
was already
also-
hit by.
A bomb.
Yeah,
Oh, and I
you
put a
sent me
hole
the
in it.
bomb.
Don't forget that.
Yeah, yeah.
Brandon's smile when I said bomb was not good.
Oh,
No
right.
matter what,
Earthquakes
this'll
and
be funny.
bombs don't go together.
What?
That's fine.
What?
Just
2, 4, and
roll perfect-
5.
2, 4, and 5?
Oh, you
Okay.
take the highest.
5. So
So 5. I'm also looking at the lowest, which was a 2. So you're good. So okay, in that case, the earthquake thing is a success. The dogs can't like maintain balance long enough to jump up onto the disc. The 3 of you are able to slowly lift up and get out of there.
Well, actually, so we're
Yeah.
going up and then the earth shakes, and then the dogs are no longer able to jump because they've lost their structural integrity in terms of their balance, right?
Yeah,
So while they're like there, so they were like under us, right?
like in front of you and down. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like the disc can move in 3 dimensions. I'm
Yeah,
like
I'm just
thinking,
saying currently.
what if while they are no longer able to jump, we just very rapidly
Tower of Terror. That's
Why?
Love it. Love
Get
it.
the dogs.
You were
to,
out of this.
To get the dogs, basically.
to get the dogs so they're not attacking you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
know-
I'm fine with that.
They're on my
Okay,
side.
great.
No,
One
no.
of them is on your
One
side.
of them is kind
One
of
of
on
them
your
is
side.
on my side.
And this is the other 3.
No,
Yeah,
I see where Watch is going with this.
Okay.
Okay. One is majorly injured and won't be a problem. One is minorly injured, and if it escapes the disc, will come after you. And the third one dodged.
We're just going back up now. We're just leaving.
No, I'm just letting you know that's what happened. Was like
Yeah.
Okay.
that was the result.
There,
So
there's
now
one, there's one that's coming after us, right?
there was still one left, and it's gonna make an attempt. I'm rolling 1 die, so I'm not seeing this going well.
Fair. 'Cause
But there's always a
otherwise
chance.
My plan otherwise is see how big the mouth goes and then yeet a robot into it.
Well, the mouth opens wide. It's not gonna hit. You know it's not gonna hit, but you
Can
can
I
still go for
Still
it.
yeet the robot.
Yeah, go
line
for
him
it.
up and throw him in.
I'm gonna
Sure.
I'm gonna get between the dog and my friends just in case.
Fair.
Sure. So you wanna finesse?
Sure. Cool. What's my devil's bargain?
It doesn't hit the dog.
What? No. That's
what you
No.
want.
That's what we want.
It-
That's the result we want.
The dog's
No,
okay.
No, yeah. If you fail, it doesn't hit the dog. There's plenty of other targets on the floor.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hit them. I'm not taking that. I've literally got 1 die in finesse, so you know what? I'm pushing
Your bonus?
myself. I can.
You
Oh, I
also
have a bonus die
die.
too. I'm gonna
Yeah.
use the bonus die. Thank you for reminding
Okay.
me. I forgot
is
about that. So I got 2.
Got 2.
To yeet a robot, to yeet a murder bot into the mouth of one of these danger doggos.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have a murder bot.
Yeah.
Another 5. That's all I'm rolling. That's 1 die, just
Sure.
rolls 5s.
So what kind of little murder bot is this? What are we
This
thinking?
is not the same one as before. This one has instead of a like stabby, it has like these 2 arms are sort of together and it has a whirring blade. So it's just like, yeah, it just keeps going. It does have like a head because for whatever reason Tink likes to give them all personalities and names. She's
Yeah.
called this one Frank.
Okay.
And she is just gonna yeet Frank into the mouth.
So Frank.
But while he's on, like she's wound him up a little bit.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, she likes wind up options with these.
Clockwork.
And has yeeted it. Yeah, it's clockwork. So she's wound him up.
Okay.
He's spinning and we
Um,
just yeet him in.
Okay, well, I'm not going to go into detail because one standing thing is danger to animals. The dog is taken care of.
Okay. I
And
just
you-
wanted to know. It's a new toy for him. You could also go there. It's
Yeah.
not a very good toy.
His mouth hurts,
Master's
but yeah.
toy.
Fair.
That's true.
Frank is
toy.
now like whirling on the ground,
Yeah, it
and
sounds
the
like
dog
Frank.
is like chasing it.
Even better.
Frank.
So yeah, the
Wasn't
Murderbot
what
go
I
burr.
expected, but
Mhm.
that kind of worked. Okay.
Yeah, you're a little surprised it's balanced enough to where Frank isn't like skidding across the ground. It's just like Blade, Frank, and just
It's doing
So,
great.
I have a thought. I realized that I had a simple thought where, you know, if one person can backtrace my magic to me, maybe I can backtrace their magic to them. Can I
yeah.
link back to see if I can figure out where that hag talked to me from?
Oh, absolutely. How would you like to do this?
I think this falls under scrying again. You know what? This might actually be survival because I am trying to hunt her down specifically
Yeah.
and tag her. Like I'm trying
Okay.
to I'm not trying to just know where she is in this moment or and get a general survey. I am trying to basically like radio tag her like she's a fucking drugged rhinoceros.
Okay. Go for it.
So I assume this still falls under scrying.
Yep. So you get the bonus die.
I'm gonna use the die that Minar generously gave me in this moment because this feels important.
It's always
Uh,
a mapping. That's always the funny thing. It's like all your rolls are map based.
Hey, they help.
Yeah.
Double sixes?
So
Amazing.
Reduce
She
the
dies.
stress.
I don't have any.
Even better. So yeah, so you instantly trace that she is in a room that didn't show up on your original map.
Cloaked.
Almost like, yep, like it was magically cloaked, and it sits in. Now that you look at it, you're like, man, it's so obvious that there was a secret room there because it's like there's a giant open spot
A
in your
giant
map.
black box in the middle of the
Yeah.
map, kind of a thing.
And yeah, and you're like, oh yeah, there's definitely a room there, and it pops open. You see one person there, but the moment you ping her, she disappears,
Fuck.
and you get a ping about 5 miles in a different direction.
Well, that's a problem. Well, everyone, the hag is gone like 5 miles.
And
What
Teleported
hack?
Damn it, that's not my immediate vicinity.
Uh,
Oh
I
well.
think it's time to leave.
It
Cleve,
is definitely time to leave.
Cleve,
Time to
you
leave
said
her
you could
life.
fly, right?
Yeah, but we have a job to do. Come on, quick, let's go to this other back room.
The tankard's about the distillery's about to explode. We've kind of screwed the pooch on the inappropriate.
Like,
There's a lot
don't
of
call
dogs
me
here.
Cleve Danger for nothing. Now, are you in or you out? I'm the only one with wings here. You want to use the stairs? Feel free.
Actually, I was
If
going
you're
to.
with me, you're with me, and we'll come out of here richer than
We have
were 20
two separate
minutes
issues
ago.
going on here. Oh fucking. Okay, fine. Let's go in.
Do you know
split
what?
the party. Split the
Haley-
party.
Sorry. North is great at these kind of weird magic things, but you know what I'm great at? These weird kind of magic things. I can make a earthquake too. This isn't frightening to me. This is part of it. Come on.
All right, fine. I'm just gonna go fucking down the
Go
door.
at
and
the
see-
door. You've had this thing for like 40 minutes or something. Come on, throw it at
The
us.
door's open. The door's
Hit
open,
it
fine.
anyway.
So we're leaving,
Can I?
right?
Can I just?
Please.
Fine.
The
Please
three of
leave.
us
Brandon, can
are
I do?
leaving,
Can
right?
I do like an
Yeah.
analyze
Yeah,
roll?
yeah.
Can I do a? So I have the martyr ability. When you protect a party member, take plus 1d. That's not important right now. When I gather information
It will
to
be.
anticipate possible threats from the current situation, I get plus 1 effect. Can I gather information of like? I want to answer the question of, is this enough to wrap things up? What we've done so far, or is there another possible threat based on the map I got from Watch?
Right.
Sure. So, go ahead and roll Survival?
Survival? Yeah, I can do survival.
Let's do survival.
All right. I'm also gonna push myself one.
Okay.
So, increased effects of gathering information. That is actually 2 dice. I can count. I totally can count. I know how many dice I need to roll my hand. Well, I got a 3. You're right.
It doesn't seem. I mean, like, yeah. Apparently, there's a hag.
Cleve, you heard the phrase. The hag has gone 5 miles down the way.
No
right?
one knows what that means. It could mean
Wait,
anything. No one knows
This
what a
place is
hag is.
literally
Even.
this place is literally called the Hag's Hand.
Yeah, it's a name. My name is Cleve Danger. That doesn't mean anything. Let's go! Come on! No, run forward.
Okay.
We're leaving, by the way.
Y'all
The
go
three
get
of
the
us-
No, you're in an
That's
elevator.
alright.
You're
Y'all are
safe.
gone. Y'all are gone.
We're
I
gone.
got it. I got
No.
you.
Wait.
I need to know what Reach is doing.
Last
need to know
minute
what
thing.
Reach
Can
is
I take the flashbang ball and
Uh-huh.
throw it and basically make sure they know what the magic words are and just say, "Here, take this. Fuck her up." I don't know.
Wait, whom?
The
You
hag.
keep that. We're leaving.
Who are you giving the ball to? Me?
Them.
Oh, damn.
Oh, them. Okay.
We're not going after the hag. This is done.
We're very done. This could go off
Go
in any
after the hag!
second.
You can do it!
Uh,
bomb is
I'm
going to
chasing.
go
I'm
off.
chasing after Cleve.
We were
Okay.
hired to stop the
So-
operation, not to fight a hag. Like,
So,
I'm not here for the
So-
hag. I'm here
It's
for
the
the
bigger
money.
issue.
so,
You do you, boo.
we're getting close to when I wanted to wrap this up. So the 3 of you ascend.
I take the money and leave.
Cleave and Reach.
I take my life and leave.
Cleave and Reach go past the door, and the moment you're past the stone walls that encompass this workshop warehouse area, and the rest of you have ascended back up to the church level, the bomb explodes. And the entire warehouse
Wait.
is engulfed in flames.
Can
so,
I?
Reach, would you like to use that martyr ability of yours?
I would like to protect.
I
my
also
friends.
have an ability. You can do yours, then I have mine. I have my wings ready to go.
Right.
No, look, I'm not even kidding. This is something that I can
know,
do.
I know.
Yeah, no. I'm going to basically protect Cleve and make sure he gets out. Fortunately, that means I roll 4 dice. So,
All right, go ahead.
rolled a 6.
Okay. So you throw yourself in front
Ow.
of the blast that comes flying through like a fireball. Cleve, what are you doing?
I would like to push myself, and I would
Okay.
like to summon a nature spirit.
Okay.
Now, in Midsummer Night's Dream, there are 4 named fairies, specifically
There
lower
are.
fairies. There's
Yes.
Pleasebottom, there's Cobweb, there's Moth, and there's Mustard Seed. I'm friends
Yes.
with Moth, and so I
Okay.
know Moth. And
Yeah.
Moth, if I had to describe them, is similar to the Godzilla villain Mothra. And
Okay,
so,
yeah, I would agree with this. Go on.
as this thing is on fire, and as this is all coming out, me holding Reach in my little arms, I'm probably not holding very well, on top of this absolutely giant, huge moth that looks kind of dorky if you Google Mothra. It's kind of funny.
yeah.
Bursts out, and then basically probably get like shrugged off by Mothra or Moth, and we fall
Yeah.
to the ground, and then Moth is just like, ugh, and then leaves or something
So-
like that.
So this blast of fire comes through, and the moments you close your eyes and call for Moth,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel in that instant, you feel like you should feel the heat of this fireball. Instead, you feel the wind as if the blast has reached you, but there's no heat. And you open your eyes to find that you are in the night sky, being dropped off on a roof by a giant moth
Mm.
who's usually smoky gray fur. They have like fur, whatever
Yeah,
that
they do.
is.
Hair.
Yeah.
Hair.
Question
Hair.
mark? Question mark?
He is now a charred black on one side as it looks to
no.
you and he goes, and flies off. And you are
Right.
left on a random rooftop in the rafts.
Fuck yeah!
And-
See, Reach was all worth it. Reach?
Yeah, Reach is
And
there.
Reach?
Oh yeah,
You okay?
Reach is fine.
I'm perfectly
Re-
fine.
Wings,
Please.
Reach. Wings.
It weren't even your wings.
It never.
will be.
It never
You're
gets
not
more
there.
I feel North
And
is
we're
making fun
gonna-
of me.
Yes,
gonna-
because as
yeah,
soon
you're
as they
gonna-
grow, I'm
yours-
throwing you into a tornado.
And,
And
I'll
with
throw a
that-
tornado at you.
And
Good
with
luck with
that,
that.
we would normally move to the I believe I called it the rest phase, which is
Mm-hmm.
downtime. But we don't have time for that. We still gotta do outros and shit. So we're gonna
Can I
wrap
say-
it up there. Yeah,
Can I say one thing? After
absolutely.
everything's said and done and we've gotten paid and whatever else,
Yeah.
dinner at the
Yes!
with
Yay!
dinner
And
with my mother.
I'm already there. I'm having it.
Um,
It's an extended lunch, and I'm like, "Oh,
So-
you're here!
Yes.
Good to
and-
see you."
Now,
Well-
Cleve. Now, Cleve, I haven't seen your father in like a month. Is he still trying to get into the goat races?
My father?
Yes, your father.
Who's my father?
Oh, that's what I've been forgetting to tell you.
Mom? No, I'm not doing
No,
that.
absolutely not. I will say, however, as we're getting ready for like dinner and things, Cleve,
Mhm.
I do have something for you.
And I like basically hold all my clothes tight to me, and I'm like, "Yes, what is it?"
And I hold out a new pair of boots. I'm sorry.
And I'm like
earlier.
bracing for you to set them on fire. or
No,
something.
no, I'm sorry about setting your boots on fire earlier. That was mean of me and uncalled for. They did smell bad after our adventure in the sewer, but so like here, I got you some new ones that look exactly the same as the ones that I set on fire, with one slight difference. I had my mother make them, so they are also a clock.
This is exactly what I was after. How did you know? I was after clock boots. Thank you. And I
Can
put on my clock boots.
can I describe these slightly?
Yes,
um,
please.
So they are clockwork boots. In order to tell time, you have to click your heels together 3 times, and then it will just tell you the time magically.
Until when I'm in a rush, that's so handy. That's... oh shit,
Well, I
I'm in a
mean-
rush.
They
mean,
are
Maybe like that
also-
little jump.
Ah!
joke,
You don't
like,
have
Four
to,
while
you
PM,
don't have
good.
to- I mean,
They
you
are-
don't have to click your heels together. It could be like you take 3 steps, and that's
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, I hope it's not 3 steps because every time I walk, it'll
Well,
just tell
no,
me the
you-
time every 3
No,
steps.
you
Like,
gotta,
oh
you gotta
god.
like, you gotta make like a concentrated effort on it. It's
Okay.
like if you need
They-
to tell the time and you're in a rush, you do stomp, stomp, stomp.
I
and
like
then
the
it'll
idea
tell
of me
you
just
the-
going, whatever, doing the clicking the heels, like jumping up and doing it, whatever.
Yeah.
Like that would be kind of funny.
Because they were made by a fae, they are also technically tuned to whatever plane you're standing on, so you will know what the time is in whatever the local time is.
And
which
daylight
means-
savings. Great.
Absolutely.
That really helps.
Thank you. I
Yes.
very much appreciate it.
Yes. I needed to make up for burning your boots earlier, so I got you something that is exactly the same but slightly better.
Yes. What more could
And,
you ask for?
With that, we will wrap it up there. Thank you all so much. This was exactly what I wanted out of a playtest. Was pure fucking chaos.
Yeah.
Um,
Good.
So, that Hag's Hand operation very clearly decimated as a giant.
Crater.
Ball of flyer.
Off.
Well, actually, there wasn't a crater because everything was stone, and the explosion wasn't. The explosion was more fire than like boom.
yeah.
I pulled away.
It's more of a filled-in crater.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we probably should have told
It's
the workers
almost
to
like
run.
we set fire to the burning heart of this particular thing, meaning no gods are angry at us. Right? That's how it works?
I'm
Absolutely.
done. I'm out.
It's been a great stream. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Cole.
I will say that I'm pretty sure that
that's
the
cold
workers
brew.
who were in there probably heard us say the word bomb multiple times, so they probably just left.
Dog's got him.
I sure
Y'all didn't
Oh,
did
no.
really
they
look.
left.
Y'all didn't really look for them after Reach was like get on the floor. Like no one checked on them. So
I honestly was thinking about that. Like, maybe we should have told him to leave. I legit
Oh,
thought we
you-
were just going to
oh,
clear
you
out
think-
the entire building.
see, you thought they listened to you.
I
Yeah.
You said get
That's
on
fair.
the floor, and they said we're just gonna go.
That's the better option.
We're gonna go. I don't want to get audited. I don't want
I
to
don't
find
get.
out.
I don't get paid enough for that. I
was-
get paid minimum wage. Hell no.
At least they're getting a minimum. You know, you think that in an illegal drug operation, they get paid a little bit better than minimum wage, but
I
You
mean,
would.
they're
get
still
tipped for
being
their
paid.
services.
That's
they
all
are
I'm
still
saying.
being paid. So
They
Um,
get
That's
tipped
something
for
in
their
their
services,
pockets.
but when they have to pay them back, they have to pay back even more than the average person would.
Yeah.
yeah.
While having
yeah,
a tip
yeah,
job sucks.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's a tip job, right? Working in a factory, who tips
No.
you?
You would
Anyway.
be surprised.
Um.
I work with people.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up there. I have to remember what the overlay is. Minar, who are you? Where can we find you in the future?
All right. My name is Minar. You can follow me at. Nope, I forgot my name. At Minar_Lenahan, not my real name. Or listen to me on Inside the Table, which is at Inside the Table on Twitter. Or check out my games on Minar Lenahan. Maybe there's an underscore in there, maybe not. Tonight? No? Yes? I don't know any of the links.
There's not.
It's been
There's
a
not
day.
a. There is not an underscore in your itch store. I can tell
Yeah.
you that.
Thank
it's one
you.
word.
There you
It's
go.
one word for your itch store.
There we go.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you so
one.
much.
All
And
right,
that is
and-
me.
All right, and because it's really easy, I'm gonna move it to Cole, who's the other half of Inside the Table.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, Brandon,
hi.
you're in the middle.
No, I'm last though, because
Okay.
I'm host. So Cole.
Yeah, hello. Hi, I am Cole, the other half of Inside the Table. Come check out our episodes. I recommend checking out 9 different resource types because that's
The
the
episode.
one. That's the episode where we had Austin Ramsey come on and talk about Beam Saber, and more importantly, the new Mega AP that he has working on
Yeah.
called KalazCon.
Hmm.
On
Okay.
top of that, I'm also available on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, co-host, Tumblr, various social media on at Ice Cold Brew, and yeah, buy Menards Games, buy Apocalypse Road Trip, buy Liminal Colossus,
Oh,
buy
and
Goncharoff.
your stream, you do the stream shouting.
Oh, yeah,
What's
no,
it
I-
called?
I
You
did
do
Twitch.
esports.
Oh yeah, I do esports, but that's not important right now. That's not till like next month.
Well,
Yeah.
Next month's
fine.
in like a week, my guy.
Next month
End
is
of
on
next month.
Wednesday.
it's
End
2
of
days.
next month.
Yeah.
Do I get paid on Tuesday or Wednesday? This is very important now. Fuck.
It depends on whether Cole will actually pitch what company they belong to.
Yeah, I need to go yell at my boss. Anyways, yeah. Let's throw it to the next person. I believe the person under me
Parker.
should be Parker. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Parker. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, a bunch of places. VPixieParker. On Twitch, I stream dating sims mostly. It's a lot of shenanigans and a good time, and just watching me be thirsty on main, which is, just me on a normal day, actually. So it's not that different. Except for today, which was weird. I was oddly not, and this is.
I
weird
didn't
for me.
throw it. I didn't throw any
didn't.
hot people in front of
Didn't give
you.
me- I know. I mean, that was probably the smart plan. Otherwise, Tank would have been long gone.
Yeah.
I am in Fire in the Dark and another show that I think I've only been announced as the cast member on the Patreon, I think now. I don't know. I'm in things. I'm here on this channel or on my channel. That's all I do. Sometimes I do other things. I don't know anymore. I just try to live. Just doing my best.
We're just doing our best.
It's
my TikToks are
2023.
fun.
We're doing our best.
Doing our best. My TikToks are fun though, because half the time I'm in makeup or some bullshit, so it's a good time.
Follow Parker on their
TikTok's
TikTok.
famous.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
hilarious.
That's me.
Haley.
Hi.
/ Bunny.
What's up? My name is Haley. I also go by Bunny or Killer Bunny. Much like Parker, I'm just around living my life, doing my best. I sometimes actually go to conventions, so you can find me there and cosplay and say hi. I am sometimes on Twitch and occasionally stream, so you can go there and say hi. I just kind of keep it casual. You can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram at xkillerbunnyx, or on Twitch at xkillerbunnyx13 because I mess up my usernames.
Oh, that's terrible. How could you do that? It's awful.
Oh no.
You know, when you start making all your stuff all at once, you kind of lose track of things, but
Yeah.
it's fine. So I'm around. I am pretty active in the Huntsman's Hydra Discord, which everyone should join if they haven't already. And yeah, I'm around.
Cool. Beat you to it, Cole. Jamie.
Hi, I'm Jamie Wolf. Jamie with 2 eyes and Wolf with an E at the end, except on Twitter where I'm Jamie Wolf Art. But I am usually just here on Huntsman's Hydra. Occasionally you find me on my own channel playing Magic the Gathering, which, we ostensibly are never going to get Cole into, and Pokemon and the like.
It's
And then-
expensive.
Holly will kill me if I start playing Magic the Gathering. That's the answer.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Fair answer.
I was once robbed by a Magic the Gathering player. I just want to say that. Anyway, continue. They stole
Jamie,
Magic.
for later.
Jamie.
Right. I am also the DM for Fire in the Dark, which is a Blades in the Dark campaign that season 1, you can watch the entirety of it up on the Huntsman's Hydra YouTube. There's a link for that somewhere.
Or
But,
on podcast.
Or on podcast. And season 2 of Fire in the Dark is
February 26th.
February 26th. I mean, I knew it's
That's
coming
right.
at the end of this coming month. Just get ready for it, and you get to see more shenanigans in the likes and times of Cole and Parker are both in it. We have a variety of course, we have Rue, and we are adding Mariah has been announced as we are joining the cast, and John will be around. You did FOTD.
No one knows how to
Holly,
spell.
it's
We're trying to
hard.
do commands. All of us are trying to do commands, and I'm with everyone.
There it
Jamie,
is.
just keep talking.
Hey.
Keep
Anyway,
talking.
well, I
Keep
can't
going.
because I'm done. It's your turn.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. You were in the middle of a sentence and then you stopped for the command
I
shenanigans.
was, and then I got
Uh,
distracted by FOTD.
Yeah, that's on me. I was thinking Forged in the Dark, which is what we were playing. Hi, I'm Brandon, aka Ashworks. I'm a co-founder and lead producer of content here on Huntsman's Hydra. I'm also a tabletop RPG designer. What you just saw is Guilds and Gold, which is a Forged in the Dark hack that I'm working on because Wizards of the Coast fucked up, and I was like, cool, let's make a Forged in the Dark game that's better.
Working title
So-
is D&D 6e.
Yeah, D&D 6e, open D&D in the dark, Forged in the Dungeon.
That's the
Forged in
only
the
way I
Dragon.
read Dungeons and Dragons, by the way.
One
Only in the
Dungeon Dark.
Dungeons and Dark, or Dark and Dragons.
Dark your
Very
dungeon.
dark.
Dark Your Dungeon. Plenty of names. But anyways, I think it's support.
Where can people support it, by the way? And see
so,
developments.
or is it? I think it's members
Links.
for the
Oh, there it is.
socials. There we go,
Socials.
members. If you want to support the development, I have now moved everything over to the Huntsman's Hydra, Kofi, and Patreon just to make it easier on me because doing 2 Patreons was a lot. So now there's just one place. Go support the Huntsman's Hydra, and you get my stuff too. And no, I just need to remember commands instead of all of them being on timers, which is easy. But yeah, so fun stuff there. Otherwise, huge shout out to my wife, Mischievous Red, aka Mariah, who produced in the background for this hellscape that was Guilds and Gold. And this has been our first Subathon event here on Huntsman's Hydra. Thank you all so much for your donations.
This is the end.
This is the end. We raised what, 48% of the goal.
That's pretty good.
and
That's pretty good.
It's
And
pretty
now,
good.
everybody, 52% right now. Go on.
Go. That means Mariah would have another one shot she has to plan. So yes, do that. But yeah, so thank you all so much. We will be back not this Wednesday, but the next Wednesday for Wednesday Night Magic. This Wednesday, catch me on my channel and Jamie on their channel for Pokemon as we continue our Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Soul Link, Nuzlocke.
Randomized.
Soul Link randomized Nuzlocke torture device.
You're on how many attempts now?
This is 8. We're starting. This is number 8. We
8.
are starting.
I want to point out that John did Scarlet and Violet in 5.
5.
True.
To be fair, John does the math for
I
fun.
was gonna
Yeah,
say,
we just
John
say
did
fuck
a lot
it
of
and
math.
do it. Yeah.
To be fair, also, we are using a significantly harder set of rules with the randomized and like in terms of
There's a
situational
lot.
luck.
Yeah.
Also,
There's a
like,
lot.
you can never know a Pokemon. Like, they're strange and mysterious
Yeah.
beings, and so no one can,
Truly understand a Pokemon.
No.
Except through
No.
math.
Fucking nature documentary
No.
about Pokemon next.
Yeah.
Look, if
That's the
Nintendo
next
released
podcast.
that, I would watch the shit out of that.
Legitimately, I would do that. That sounds great.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Anyways.
Minara, I have another idea for a show.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Inside the
Um,
Pikachu.
No,
No.
that's a
No,
whole
No.
It's branding. It's not me.
No. You're gonna get the
Anyway.
wrong audience. Anyways, also check out Fire in the Dark Season 2, which we already talked about. Denari's Half Dozen Season 2, which is starting the week before, or the same week as Fire in the Dark, and Shifting World Season 1, which is the opposite of that, because they're on alternating Tuesdays. So whichever week's not Denari's Half Dozen is the Shifting Worlds one. I don't remember. It's on my calendar, so I'll let you know. Otherwise, we'll have more shows and content for you very, very soon. And again, if you want to support us all year round instead of just at our events, check out our Patreon or Kofi for all the fun things. In the meantime, I have to go figure out what I'm doing for my cooking stream. So,
That's true.
Can't wait for
and-
that.
I'm so
and
excited for
Cyber
that.
Goats 2088, and
I'm also
Mariah has a
excited for
monster. And Mariah has a Monster of the Week one shot to plan. So
Hell yeah.
Sure.
again,
It's gonna be great.
You should try to cook the most complicated recipe out of Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
I did
Oh,
man.
no,
think
you should
about-
just make a regular meal of Breath of the Wild because they're terrible, as Brian David Gilbert can attest.
I
Yeah,
I
I've
was
seen
Make the
No
goo
salt.
from Breath of the Wild.
I was
make the bread.
thinking about picking up the cookbook because there is a Breath of the Wild cookbook.
Oh,
If you
Mhm.
if you come to
Um,
me, I can probably ask Holly if you can borrow it because I think we have it.
That's fair. That does mean driving 4 hours.
Which is
Send
basically
me,
like the
I'll
amount
make
of
the
wait
drive.
time.
free book.
Yeah. Fair. There is Ren Fair. You're right. Anyways, we also go to conventions sometimes. We're planning to go to PAX U this year. We couldn't make it because we were too busy getting married last year. So that happened. But yeah. Catch us in the places and things. Follow all of the socials. Huntsman's Hydra. It's plural and possessive because it's Huntsman's with the S on the end, and then
Wait.
Hydra.
But then shouldn't it be an S and then an apostrophe?
Well, yes.
Technically,
But,
yes,
because
but
user
usually-
I didn't
names
say
are
anything.
bad.
Ignore me. I didn't say
No.
anything.
Yeah, but usernames don't like apostrophes is the problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it is in the branding, there is an apostrophe, but in the username, I can't have an apostrophe.
It's so easy. It's so simple.
Welcome to the Huntsman's Hydra Subathon after party where we talk about branding.
Yeah,
and also we
grammar.
talk about
And also punctuation.
grammar and punctuation.
I can
And-
turn
Legit,
this
I
back to
can have
Dragon
this
Age. It's
conversation.
fine. Give me 2
Um,
seconds.
If you want to
But
start talking
anyways-
about Latin grammar, I was doing a whole thing down
yeah. But
I don't think Brandon
but
does.
like
Anyway.
but like not on stream because I'm already confused. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching this shenanigery of a weekend. Please enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we will catch y'all very soon for more and all kinds of exciting stuff. And hey, in the future, maybe a Guilds and Gold campaign.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Just to say,
Maybe a
Walk
Latin
around, find out.
teaching.
maybe a Latin stream featuring Jamie.
Who
knows?
could say?
No.
Latin.
We can.
That was
we
my
can
major
cut to
in
an end
college,
screen
but
whenever.
we're not-
We
You
can-
know.
We can just end
Just start
In
shouting
our-
into the thing.
end our misery. We can go.